Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Tempting Fate. I'm Rick Budd. With me, as always, is Max Isaacson, Sam DeLev, Gina DeVivo, and this week we've got special guest Mr. B. Dave Walters from Alpha's Ask a Black Geek Friend show. And yeah, tonight we're playing Muscles and Miracles, which is a skin for Lasers and Feelings, which is by Daniel Cusan, and it's got like a Swords and Sorcerers, Dungeons and Dragons type thing going on. But first, before we get started,
got a hammers and hammers thing going.
Yes, we have a lot of hammers tonight, as you will see.
We guard the end of the table.
Yes.
Nobody gets out.
But before we get rolling, I wanted to stop and I wanted to congratulate our own Sam DeLev on the premiere of Behind the Shield.
Thank you so much.
Bravo.
That had Gina DeVivo on it.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
which, yes,
Only sometimes.
You might know Shield of Tomorrow from Geek and Sundry, which Gina and Sam is on, and I help out with sometimes. And they have a new discussion show. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Noah,
Thanks, Noah.
And yeah, they got a new discussion show that's on Alpha, and it just debuted, and Sam is the host, and it went great, and you should check that out. And yeah, congratulations, Sam.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
No.
I like that you're building
awesome.
up my feels and making me feel good before you destroy me.
Yeah, that's...
A narrative arc.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Everybody knows this game is synonymous with deep emotional feels.
Well, you know, what goes up must...
Yeah, that's...
Stay even. Yes.
Okay.
That's
See?
how that works. Stay on top. Thank you for the host, GNS.
Must
We
keep
appreciate
going
it.
in that
Oh, yes, thank you for the host,
Invoke
GNS.
GNS and they shall host you.
Our buddy Denova. Thank you, Denova. Yeah, so, okay, and with us, of course, behind the camera is Dom Zook and Rick Bear, as always. Thank you, guys. And Rick is there working the chat, and Dom's doing everything else. And yeah, so first, let's talk about donations.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. So yeah, unlike Geek and Sundry, which you may know many of us from, or Alpha, Saving Throw, which you are watching right now, is supported entirely by donations. What you give us here during these games, and we have put together some tiers and some rewards to sort of help get it going, and hope that you will support us so we can keep doing stuff like this. And you've been incredibly generous so far, and we really appreciate that. And here is how we're doing it tonight. First of all, as always, we have carrier penguins if you want to send a carrier penguin. Carrier penguins are, I think, $5.
Bonk it on the head.
And you can send a message that we'll read to the crew or to the audience. Oh,
Hey, all right. Welcome aboard.
thank you for the sub. So yeah, if you want to see the whole scheme, you can go to exclamation point tips or exclamation point unlocks to see the whole reward scheme for the night. But here's how it's going to work. If we get to $25 tonight, we will give everyone a shot at redemption.
So you can live.
Yeah, you get a shot at redemption, which is 3 rerolls for the table, and the table still has 2 rerolls left over from last week, and I think Sam's got 3. And Max has 1, and that is it. So yeah, at $25, they get a shot at redemption.
We'll die together.
Well, hopefully they'll bail you out. And then at $50, I will give somebody a secret objective.
They're great. They're awesome. They're wonderful.
Really good.
I got it last week.
What was it?
I had to try to make Jason Charles Miller say the word bubbles.
Did you?
I got Kate Friedlander.
Dang
by
it!
naming the Powerpuff Girls.
Which in a vampire
Smart.
game, you'd think would be hard.
You'd think, yeah. But such is the talent that you can see
Well done.
right here on Saving Throw Show.
Well done.
That episode available on YouTube.
For a nominal fee, you can see that talent.
So yeah, $50 secret objective. If we get to $75, everybody will. Oh, thank you.
Okay, all right. Hey.
Post data est. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if we get to $75, the oath of my order. Each adventurer will be assigned an oath by the viewers, which they will have to invoke each time they roll the die.
All right. I can do that.
I like
Who gets by Grothar's hammer? We need to figure this out now.
All right, hold on. Whoa, whoa. Hammer fight to see.
Yours would win. It's heavier.
But yours is faster.
Oh, mine's
Yours is
faster.
faster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
It would be fun.
Speed kills.
So if we get to $100, we hit a level called Master of Fate, where a random player will get to reveal something, which I will work into the plot no matter what it is. And if we get to $125, the magic of the universe will body swap two of the players. So we'll have to exchange characters and play as each other.
Oh my god,
I wanted to be a halfling barbarian for a long time. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I will roll a d4 or something to figure that out, or just pick it random if we'll see what happens. So at $150, the Curse of Babel comes on, and a random player will speak in gibberish for 15 minutes, where another random player will translate for them.
So hard to talk in
Those
gibberish.
translations will be deemed accurate no matter what they are.
That's a good one.
And if we get to $200 somehow, if you are amazingly generous with us tonight, our deeds will live on song, and the group will compose an epic poem about all their deeds in the game up until that point.
Do we have a bard?
We got to sing a lot last time I was here.
Yes,
I
yes.
sang more times in that one session than in all previous sessions I've been a part of combined.
Barbarian.
We sometimes there are
Skull.
singing heavy games,
That sounds
and
right.
as always, subs get to give players rerolls. In fact, since we've already had a couple of subs, we have 2 rerolls for Gina.
Oh!
From
I'm gonna live, y'all!
I'm Celine and Post Data Est.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Stop
All right.
Strong when my ponytail's already broke. Busted at the seams.
The ponytail was flexing too hard.
My ponytail flexed.
You flex your ponytail.
I did.
You succeeded at your intimidate roll.
So yeah, if you want to get a look at the whole thing, you go to exclamation point tips or exclamation point unlocks in the chat, and you can see what that all looks like. And otherwise, it's like, let's get rolling. This is Lasers and Feelings. It's a skin, so the rules are the same as normal. The players pick a number 2 through 5 that represents whether they are, in this case, Muscles or Miracles character. If you are a Muscles character, that means you are good at things like strength and toughness and dexterity and craft and speed and endurance and combat. And if you have a low number, you are better at Miracles, which means you are good at intuition and art and diplomacy and seduction and willpower and perception and magic. And whenever something comes up in the game that is conflict or a challenge, I'll deem it a Muscles or a Miracles task. And if you're using Muscles, you want to roll under your number. If you're using Miracles, you want to roll over your number. If you get to roll one die automatically. If you are prepared for the task at hand, you can roll 2. And if you are an expert, you can roll 3. And in this case tonight, what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to deem expertise as your particular area. So you can only be an expert if you are an archer and you are doing archery, or whoa, PFW Scott, thank you. Ingram, thank you. Well, right off the bat.
There it is.
We did it! We already got 55.
There it is.
Wow, okay. So
That's amazing. All right.
there are 3 rolls for the table, and now the secret objective. Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh my God! No, sorry. So much going on.
I know.
Thank you so much, everybody. Mr. Noah Ingram, PFW Scott, host. Thank you so much.
We're just Scrooge McDuckin' before we even get started over here.
Yeah.
It's true. Just dive into the reroll pile.
Yes.
All
Lay 'em out.
All
Let's
that
go.
does is encourage recklessness. So
Okay,
please,
so
yes,
I'm
more
going
of
to
that.
assign the random task. If you give me a moment, make casual conversation.
I'm averting my eyes. Yeah.
So,
I'm good. I'm just
about-
tying my hair in a knot.
I'm like,
Yeah, you're the token person who has hair at this table.
it's
I
true.
am.
It's true.
This is a wig.
This is my hair.
I can
out of
confirm.
my wigs.
It's actually really nice to have like a wig that has a good hairline like that on the short hair.
It helps
No,
a
he's
lot.
just hiding it with the goggles.
Yeah, that's...
That makes much more
Covering
sense.
it up.
I didn't have time to powder my brows, so I might be shining.
That's all right. You can make it. It's like a halo,
True.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for the record, like, I'm not kidding. I have powder for my brow.
Oh.
I just didn't have a chance to do it.
Would you like me?
Powder.
No,
in your reflected glory.
We can't. We can't.
Here on Saving Throw, you get to see everything.
So the secret objective is going to get max
Oh,
out.
okay.
It's true. I can't just like
Get
distract
hype.
people. They look away. I'm like, boom.
All right.
So Max has the secret objective for the night, and wow. So yeah, we are.
We're doing. What? Oh my God! Thanks, Java.
Java the keeper. Oh, we love
Thank
her.
you.
Hey,
I'm like,
hi
are we
Java.
gonna body swap before we start?
Wow.
Step one.
That puts us up to the oath of my order. So, chat.
Get going.
I guess
Yeah.
get going. Coming up with everybody's oaths.
Should we
But they don't know who
reveal?
we are.
Yeah.
We should reveal our
We'll
characters
make our characters
first.
and they can get started.
That's actually a great point.
Yeah.
It'll help you if you know who
Right.
the characters are.
Who they are.
See, this is why I keep smart people here to keep you know. So yeah, oh my God, thank you Java and thank you everybody. And yeah, so let's get rolling. Oh yeah, we were explaining the die rolling rules. And yeah, if you you are deemed an expert if you are doing your thing. If you are a magician, you know, if you are a mage practicing magic, or an archer doing archery, or a ranger ranging, and you
I'm
can
a
roll.
specialist in violence.
Yeah, we can work with that. And if you roll exactly on your number, you get a special insight to what's going on. Either you can ask a question, which I'll answer if it's not, you know, too big, or I'll just sign you an insight if we're in a hurry, or you know, something like that. But yeah, those are the rules. Same as regular lasers and feelings. So let's get going
Shot Alexander Hamilton.
with character
back.
creation.
I don't know.
All right. You don't know. Character creation.
All right, so why don't we start with Gina DeVivo over here.
Yep. Hello.
I don't.
First, you got to choose, and everybody will go through these steps. First, choose an origin for your character: barbarian, dwarf, elf, halfling, local, northerner, or outlandish.
I am a barbarian.
Gina the barbarian. Well, that yeah.
What's your name, barbarian?
My name is Gertrude. You may call me Gertrude.
Gertrude the barbarian. That'll work just fine.
That is what I do, but it is not who I am.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, you can't let your work define you.
I do barbarian.
I do barbarian.
What is your class? Are you archer, cleric, knight, noble, ranger, sorcerer, or thief?
People say I am a ranger.
Ranger, okay. And what is your demeanor? Cautious, chaotic, curious, loyal, honorable?
I am loyal AF.
Love it. All right.
Just so you all know, I am afraid of cats, and my favorite food is milk, preferably from a goat.
No cats.
Only cats.
Yeah, low cats is what I took from that note there. Right.
Well,
Yes.
you know,
Milk.
the devil's in the details. So, what is your number? Now, just to remind everybody, it's a high number means you're better at the muscles tasks. A low number means you're better at miracle stuff. I'm feeling this is going to be a muscles character.
I am a 5.
You are a 5.
These muscles are real, I do not stuff. Don't touch!
That's amazing.
Maybe touch a little.
Like rocks.
And we've got your cool
I get
fantasy
that a
name,
lot.
Gertrude the Barbarian. And what is your character goal? You can become a legend, meet sexy elves.
No, I don't want that.
Slay evil monsters.
No.
Explore the unknown.
No.
Solve ancient mysteries.
No.
Collect treasure.
No!
Prove yourself.
No!
Protect the realm.
No! I
Well-
want to be loved.
Oh,
Oh,
Now I know who it is.
Gertrude wants to be loved.
I think this session's already a success for you.
Don't tease me.
Yeah, so Gertrude, like everybody else, you get
Wants to be loved.
your traveler's outfit, which has the armor, you know, your armor, unless you are a magic user, but you're not, so you get armor. Backpacks full of whatever useful gear and gadgets you think you might have. Trusted favorite weapon, which is that very good-looking hammer.
My favorite weapon is my mind.
My eye for antiquities identifies that as a Viking hammer, I believe.
I stole it.
Yeah.
Don't tell them.
And you get a light or secondary weapon. You can think about what that is. You don't decide right now. You get 3d6 gold coins, so you can just roll that up and.
How much money? Oh no, floor. And
dice
cocked.
don't exist.
Dang it. Okay, 6 by 3.
Sure.
A little bit. Not bad. I'm pretty proud of that much money.
You're the high roller here.
I am. Go.
One healing potion.
Yes.
And moving on to Mr. B.J. Walters.
I am Shogun, master of fire and fury.
Okay.
Show me the guns.
If you are not familiar with the 1985 classic, The Last Dragon, you should be.
Yeah, you're a fool.
See, look at that. Tips.
Thank you so much.
Boom. Yes.
Is he gonna tell me what you fool?
Type A error. Type error.
Pair.
To pair.
To pair.
Thank you, Japan.
The best kind of
That's
pair.
what we're
To pair.
Deep eye.
Top
To
pair.
pair.
There.
Whoa,
He's from
that's
France.
my thing here.
We are labeled.
Master of Fire and Fury it was?
Fire and fury.
Got it.
Hang on. So my screen has
Who's master?
gone out.
Who's the master? Shogun.
We will figure out, try to get that back on in a second. Oh wait, is it?
We have I'm stalling now. We have a bit of a technical snafu.
You want to go
my-
through some of the
my
elements of your character?
I just assume he would need to hear it. That's the only reason I
I know the
delay.
elements of your character. It's earth, fire,
Only fire.
wind,
actually.
water,
heart. Yeah.
Do we connect the
jump
kingdom
power
to
is
the
fine.
game?
I am Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. I was Captain. That's my final form that I'm working towards is to become Captain Planet. Yes.
Thank you, Dom. All right, you are Shogun,
Yes.
and you are barbarian, dwarf, elf, halfling, local northerner, or out.
I'm an outlandish. I come from a land far away to the north and east.
You'd think I'd be an outlander, but they said they went with outlander.
I'm going by the written rules that have been put before me.
Yeah, that's what they're
Outlander.
It's only
So, like,
slightly.
I might be outlandish as an outlander.
You are archer, cleric, knight, noble, ranger, sorcerer, or thief?
I am a master of my physical form and chi energy
Okay.
that manifests through my fire, lightning, punches and kicks.
That definitely sounds like some kind of combination sorcerer, ranger, or knight type. Let's say sorcerer or
Magus
knight.
or fighter mage did not appear to be an option on your puny sheet.
Mage? Yeah, we're going to call you a mage.
I'm a
I like
battle
that.
mage. How about that?
We're adding that as a class.
Yeah, we're-
Battle mage.
Battle
mage.
Yes. That is
like
an
that.
acceptable terminology.
Yeah, no, that definitely works for me. Now, choose a demeanor. Are you cautious, chaotic, curious, loyal, honorable, silent, or
Highly temperamental.
highly temperamental?
Oh, this table.
What's your number?
3.
Oh, a
I'm
balanced character.
equally confident with my physical prowess and also my master of the elemental arts.
And you have a cool name already.
I hate it here in the South. It plays with my fine-tuned senses.
And what is your character goal?
To reclaim my lost kingdom.
Oh.
And perhaps to find and slay the last dragon.
Slay the last dragon.
I've
eh?
slain
assuming
dragons.
it
I always thought they were the last one, and there's always one more. Hate those things.
Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon, 1985. Kind of trust me. All right.
It was like so much of my childhood. It's so important.
You know, but I deeply worry. I don't know how well it's aged, though.
Yeah,
like, if
I'm
you see it the
no,
very
that's-
first
yes,
time now,
it's-
you're going to be like, oh,
Yeah,
what?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's aged
Documents.
pretty well.
Right.
Think of it as a historical document.
Barry
yeah.
Gordy's The Last
The
Dragon.
Last Dragon.
Yeah.
Have you never seen The Last Dragon?
I haven't.
Oh, well, you're going to get a taste of it tonight.
Beautiful.
Okay, all right.
Ooh, tasting dragon.
We are.
Hey, anything's possible. So
Well done, Drake.
yeah, that brings us
That's pretty
to
rare, though.
Sam.
Hey, how are you?
Are you barbarian, dwarf, elf, halfling, local, northern, or outlandish?
I'm a halfling.
Halfling Sam. And what is your class?
I'm not very classy. But, well, I know barbarian isn't who you are, but it's kind of who I am.
I can respect that.
Excuse me, where's the other half of you? Halfling.
You want to make something out of it?
I respect your fury, tiny warrior.
Oh, this is gonna go great. So for class, you're going with
Barbarian.
barbarian. Okay, halfling barbarian. And what's your name, halfling barbarian?
Timony. Like Jiminy, but with a T.
Timony. Okay, I like it. Timmy.
Timiny.
Like Jiminy.
Timmy.
Cool. All right.
I have a
so
neutral relationship toward crickets, so we couldn't go with the other name.
what is your demeanor? Cautious, chaotic, curious, loyal.
I think I'm a very happy-go-lucky person. The fact that people call me temperamental has nothing to do with any anger problems I do or do not possess.
Nice. A lot of temperamental characters. Perfect. And what number are you?
5.
Oh, another muscles character.
I like my friends.
I like you back.
And what is your character goal?
Become a legend.
I can respect that. All right. And you get, of course, you know, all the same gear that everyone else gets.
Oh,
Get cool
I
stuff.
didn't roll for gold, so.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
roll for
I
gold,
should
and you
roll for
should
gold.
roll for gold. Sorry.
A whopping
Good call.
10.
I'm Captain Planet.
Ah,
He's
a
our hero.
whopping 4.
A whopping 4? Okay, okay. Well, see how much we need gold.
There's more
We
than
live
that
off of
till I
our
can
wits and
roll.
fists. We don't require puny gold.
And Max
Pretty good gold to me.
Isaacson?
Flavor
Oh,
Flav.
right. Well, okay. I'm Zirpig Doomstrike.
Can you spell that?
Zirpig. Doomstrike is spelled like a Doomstrike.
Gotcha.
I am the 5th son of Clan Doomstrike, 2nd prince of the Cleaved Mountain, holder of the steel hammer of Clofel, and destroyer of the Golden Forge. I will drink any town out of its ale, and every woman I meet is pregnant with my child. I am an insane monster. I am the storm that comes in the night. I am the slayer of beasts. And to my friends, only my closest friends, I am known as Piggy.
Piggy.
He's really good at mini
Can you repeat that? I only got some of it down.
Doom, Forge, Hammer,
Got it.
Mountain, Pregnant.
Okay, Zerpig, or Piggy.
You're a pig.
Piggy present. Got it.
So, what is your origin? I mean, in all that, I'm not sure I caught your actual
I
origin.
am a dwarf and noble.
You're a dwarf, and
I am the 2nd prince of the Cloven Mountain. Hello, noble.
oh, those Doomstrikes.
Yeah, the Doomstrikes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Doomstrike of the Doomstrikes.
Of the Georgia Doomstrikes.
Of the Cleveland Doom Strikes.
what's your
I thought
I am
archer, cleric, knight, noble?
Right.
knight?
Oh, I'm a knight. No, I'm a noble. I'm noble. I'm a very noble man.
yeah.
I'm intensely noble and
Dwarf
rich
knight.
and important and handsome.
Noble is your class.
And a
sir.
very large family.
Dwarf
There are
noble.
many of us.
All right. What's your number?
Can't think of a sad creature that I
I'm
have
going to be a
called.
4. I know a little bit about seduction. All right.
Wow. Well, muscles and muscles and muscles and miracles, but also muscles.
Mostly
my.
miracles.
A lot of muscles tonight.
Yes.
All right. So what
what
is
am I-
your character goal?
My goal, I believe, well, I have proven myself through many feats of greatness, so I don't need to do that. I'm already a fucking legend. Every elf is sexy, and I've met them all. So I think I'd like to collect treasure and put it in my amazing vaults and bathe in it.
Do you sense him like slowly morphing into Scrooge McDuck?
Slowly.
With a side of the 10th Doctor.
So now you get to create your party, and you got to pick two strengths.
How much money you have to pay
How much money? Oh, yeah, 12 gold.
12 gold.
Ridiculous, impoverished, halfling, barbarian, outlander types.
So you got to pick two strengths for your group, and the options here are you have an admirable reputation, you have extra treasure, underground connections, superior horses, a noble patron, a powerful artifact, or a divine blessing. And you can pick two of those.
Wow.
Where does it say fists?
I do think word of our exploit should have traveled far and wide by now.
That would give you
A
an admirable
reputation would be admirable.
I believe
It would.
Probably good at hitting.
Just true.
And you get one more.
Hitting on, in some cases.
True.
Are you really rich? Because do we want extra treasure?
I'm the only one that's rich here, apparently.
Rich in character and
I'm
love.
asking. I'm not claiming. I'm just asking.
I would say that, yeah, we could have extra treasure or a noble patron. My father, Clem Doomstrike. Doomstrike? It was Doomstrike.
Yeah, that's your name.
Maybe lay off the ale.
No, I will not. Clem Doomstrike has offered to pay our way as far as staying in inns and also drinking ale. He is a patron.
So you got is that what you're taking, noble patron?
I'm okay with that.
He's a noble family.
All right.
Staying in inns, helping when we're on the outs.
Noble patron.
Also bail money.
And apparently child support.
Oh!
Yes.
Welcome to Sipping
Definitely
Fate.
also that.
Thank you.
And good night.
I'm so happy.
All right. So you also have to pick a problem. Do you have a powerful enemy? Someone's wanting to take revenge on you because of something you did. A bad reputation we're going to take off the table because you already took noble, admirable.
We're admiral, blah, blah.
Or fresh wounds. You just got out of a serious combat situation and you're all beat up and
All right.
rough and tumble. Kind of.
A powerful enemy to vanquish sounds like an excellent adventure.
I fear no man or woe man or non-binary beings. So powerful enemy is fine.
A dragon.
Powerful enemy.
Captain
I don't
Planet.
know how a chimera self-identifies. Duly noted.
And yeah, that's it. Anybody have any last questions before we start?
Who exactly is the master?
Who's the master? We will see.
Well, 2 episodes ago.
Shogun.
As far as I know, right now,
That's right.
it's Bruce Leroy. As far as I know.
Oh, why must you hurt me in this way?
But before we get
I've heard
going,
he
real
catches
quick,
bullets with his teeth.
That can't be good.
Type Air sent a carrier penguin. By the way, first I gotta give a shout out to Meaning of Night, who drew an awesome D&D carrier penguin for us, which you can find on Twitter. Love the carrier penguins, thank you. And yeah, it's this is a poem, so
Are you
I'm
doing
going
a
to.
mating call?
All the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do this carrier penguin poem here. It's a little weird on the page, but Sam and Gina, lovely they are. They make your smile go wide and far. Dave and Max, I don't know as well, but you are quite awesome. I sure can tell. Rick, I know you are great. Now I got to go, for it is late. Oh, I hope you didn't have to go.
But thank you for the time.
But thank you for the poem. Yeah, no.
The time we've spent
that's
together
awesome.
has been important to me.
Thank you for the time and the money.
And yeah, that one kicks off the game. Sometimes carrier penguins actually show up if you send them in the middle of the game. My penguin impression is legendary.
I want to become a legend. He already is one.
Yes. For penguin.
You're a
impression.
legend in my heart.
Aw.
Thank you, Gertrude.
You're welcome.
So, the setup for the game, as given, is you are a party of adventurers in a fantasy realm called the Far Kingdom. And for the past few years, you've been seeking adventure and exploring mysteries and collecting rare items of treasure throughout the land. But your main patron, Socratius the Sage, has been struck down with a strange disease known as the something else, leaving you out of work and on your own while he recovers in a nearby temple. So we already know that you have a patron who has stepped in, I suppose, Lord Doomstrike.
Aye. Clem.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, let me remind you, if we are not already, if the chat's already on this, you've got the characters, so we have already cleared the oaths tier.
Yes.
Suggest oaths for the characters, and they will have to exclaim their oath every time they roll anything.
Aye.
So,
Gonna bring pollution down to 0.
send in your ideas, and Rick and Dom will figure out
Our powers combined.
what to use. If we get to the next tier, which I think we're actually sort of getting close to, somebody will get to reveal something, Master of Fate, which I'll work into the plot. And then if we get just beyond that to 125, we get to the body swap, which, given what we have going on here, I am now more curious to see than ever.
Challenge accepted, Internet. It's in your hands.
All right.
So yeah.
This will go well.
You are out of work, and you are right now living off of the support of Lord Doomstrike, Piggy's father. And this is, keeping you alive, but you're not too proud of just sitting around living off of somebody else's dime.
It's not very flashy.
Yeah, this is beneath my station in the world.
So you are, what do we want to call this town?
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
We don't know whether that's its name, but that's what we call it.
All right, it's
Sounds
you're
terrible.
in the town of Bullshit, which is spelled with a Y to make it a little D&D-ish.
Old English.
Yes, old
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
And the town of Bullshit is just
Every vowel's a Y now.
same
It
old
is the main
bullshit.
source of export.
This is and Bullshit is really like a one-horse town.
It's valid.
It's small. There's one tavern. There's villagers, farms on the outskirts, but this is a very tiny place.
You've already met all the girls.
Well, all right then. I understand that you may be slightly telepathic.
No, you just have a pattern.
There's nothing wrong with consistency on the path to mastery, my friend. Practice makes perfect.
10,000 hours makes a master.
That's a lot of babies.
10,000 babies. 1 hour per baby. That's all it takes.
It takes
Wow.
a whole hour?
I can smith a baby in an hour or less.
Is there a refund policy?
No. Only trade backs. You can get another baby.
I appreciate that in 16 to 18 years, this region will be overrun with hordes of funny-looking bastards.
It's called the popular sire effect, and it's terrible for ecology.
Aye, it
Appreciate
is.
we're a very well-informed party of the temper.
Many
Why?
facts.
So you're having this conversation in the middle of the street as the peasants sort of walk by, strangely eyeing you and hearing a little bit of the odds and ends of your very classy conversation. And so what's up? What do you guys want to do?
I am antsy. I haven't hit anything in the face in a long time.
I haven't hit anything in the face in a long time, but mostly because I can't reach.
I can lift you if you need for the tall enemies.
I believe I too can assist in that manner.
Then we should find tall enemies.
Okay,
And their faces.
yes.
I
No
realize
faceless enemies.
this
No
is a small
faces.
town, but is there any sort of place where they post bounties or work for?
Oh my god!
Thank you.
May blessings be on your house.
Wow, okay.
And
on
all of
your
your
goats
many
and on your
children.
milk.
This May be blessed with half-dwarven babies.
That should get us to. Is that it? Is that body swap already?
Oh, no.
Already?
We're not even on the mission yet.
Oh my
Shit.
god.
Oh,
My body is not ready.
Fate decided. You did say you want to be loved.
Maybe someone else will give me game.
Find me somebody
Really didn't expect this to happen so
Fine.
fast.
What do you need, a
I was looking
D4?
around for a D4. Then wow.
Oh,
Well done.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh, it's a perfect
Body
size.
swap. Powers will be
yeah, that's true.
We should probably
Left-
assign the
left to
numbers
right
to
or right to
somebody.
left, yeah.
So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, since
All
that's the
right.
order we
Great.
made the characters in.
Okay.
And we'll say the first two just swap.
3.
Sam,
Oh my god.
swaps with.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
Oh my
Great.
god.
It's perfect.
Sam and Gina. Well, there you are.
Hand the hammer.
Okay.
Wow.
For murder now.
I can't believe that happened so fast.
Thank you, Internet.
Now I'm tall enough to punch people in the face.
But wait, we are also at Master of Fate, so somebody is going to get a little control
Really good
over this
impression.
magic of the universe that is apparently going berserk right now, body swapping people and just handing out revelations.
Just standing in
We
some
need
bullshit
new
town.
tears,
you.
by the way.
So much, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
why don't we,
We need new tears.
Sam again.
Sam again.
it's in this register.
You, Sam, just as before the body swap even finishes, the clouds open up to you and you have a vision of something. Tell us what you're seeing. It could be anything.
A really tall, faceless dragon.
A really tall, faceless dragon. Okay. Well, yeah.
I don't know whether it's the last.
It-
We haven't counted them.
Yeah, you don't know
There's a
anything
problem of
about
induction.
what you're seeing. You see a dragon, and it's strangely faceless, lacking in detail. But you know deep down in your gut that what you are seeing is an actual premonition of the future, something that 100% is in the fate of your party.
Goat's milk gives me precognition.
What's going on with the two of you? You're acting weird.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You seem notably uppity. And you seem notably down.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go murder.
Right.
Sounds
No,
good.
it's totally
We were
normal.
so rudely interrupted with the twists of fate and wild magic. I was asking, is there a place where bounties are posted for people who live by the sword?
Well, this town centers around the local tavern.
Nothing's different.
That is pretty much the only real. I mean, it's sort of a tavern / general store. It's
I
all
feel like
in-
there's something you're not telling me.
I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds right to me.
But why's the halfling got a hammer the size of the halfling?
Aye, that's a full fling hammer.
So, what's the plan? You're standing in the middle of the street. You're looking for bounties. They're
Work.
tavern.
The tavern?
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh.
I will go and drink everything they have. Literally everything. Don't care.
Perfect. So, yeah, you head into the tavern. It's not hard to find. It is literally the only real establishment in this little town of bullshit. And it's called, what do we think it's called? Bullshit Tavern?
The bull's bollocks.
The
Aye,
Bull's Bollocks.
aye,
Yeah.
perfect. Good. Yeah.
That's right to me.
And the Bull's Bollocks is basically empty. There is one old, drunk man in the corner passed out on a table. There is a bartender who is very quietly washing glasses. The bartender's, what's the bartender's name?
I don't care. You, bar monkey, come here. Give me all your ale right now. I'll bet you I can drink it all in under an hour.
We don't,
Oi, oi. Speak up. Out with it. Bet on or not.
I'd like to use the help action and just have electricity like erupt all over me and say, are you denying service to my dwarven associate?
Yeah, I'll just let you do that anyway. And that, yes, This poor local barkeep is just absolutely terrified and says, yes, that'll be 3 gold. And he rushes off to fill a glass with ale for you.
Just 1 glass? Who do you think I am? I'm Zirpig Doomstrike, 5th son of Clan Doomstrike.
Yeah, well, he starts picking up the barrel and just puts it up on the bar and sort of starts rolling it towards you. And here you go. That'll be...
You said 3, so it's 3.
That'll be, 3. The rest is on the house, I guess.
That's what I thought.
Pay for that myself. So, yeah, you guys are drinking, celebrating.
How many people are in the tavern?
There's just some old drunk guy in the corner. It's
just one dude?
Otherwise empty, yeah. It's just, and the bartender.
But does he look like he's passed out? Like, do we know, like, how long have we been here? Do we have any idea who that dude is, or he's, like, just a dude?
No, he's just a dude. He's just some local who's passed out. The bartender is nervously washing glasses and watching you guys.
Barkeep, I think as you might have noticed, we have an excess of time on our hands. Do you know where we might find somebody who might have use for people with skill sets such as we possess? Beyond that one, that skill is being applied right here, right now. But these skills, and those skills, and maybe a healer, something is wrong with my associates. I don't know, but they're behaving oddly.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I feel strange.
Try some ale. They'll sort you out. I'll roll the keg over.
Well, if it'll help get you out of here faster, sure. Up on the hill, there's the only big house in town. It's
You have an ale stash.
oh, you have an ale stash. The only big house in town. It's owned by what's the name of the local rich people? The boss family.
The Richards.
The
The Richards.
Happens every week.
Yeah.
Aye.
All right.
And their children, the Richardsons.
The Richards.
They only value the boys, right?
Aye. Terrible people.
Exactly.
The Richards live up on the hill. I heard that they're having a problem with their messengers being attacked on the roads. Bandits and highwaymen and that kind of thing. I know that they were looking to hire bodyguards. They might still need the help.
Well, highwaymen, they sound tall.
Aye. Highwaymen.
That could be
Right.
useful.
Yes, I do believe that is what that means.
That's our prerequisites.
Well, listen up, you. We're fighting on the planet side. If we can do anything to help this town, that's part of the planet. That counts. I mean, I'm also drunk. More ale.
Like, oh no, it
You
smells.
vomited in your cup.
Aye.
I'm like, oh no, it smells like dwarven bile and bacon.
All right. Well,
One dwarf, 1 cup.
you.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Who is in fact the master?
Unfortunately, you.
Also, I broke our other barbarian associate.
You are headed up towards the Richards looking for work. Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Aye.
maybe.
Uh-huh.
All right. So
Damn it.
we'll say that the barkeep wishes you good riddance.
Take the ale with me, aye?
Yeah, you can take the ale with you. You've got a barrel of ale. Sure.
Good. Ha.
Is the goat's milk still on top of the house? You said it was on the house.
I can just give you a goat's milk.
I would appreciate that.
And you all patiently wait while he
If it's
goes.
to go, he can bring the entire goat.
Yeah, he. Do you want the whole goat?
That's goat's
I
milk
can give
to
you a
go.
glass and a goat. We call that the goat to go. To
To goat is to
You
goat.
put the glass in the goat?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Do you put the goat in the glass?
You could
I'm
try.
ready.
Sounds like a plan, I'll take it.
Bring
All
me
right,
your
so
goat.
he gets you a glass and the goat from which the goat's milk comes. So yeah, we will say that you have a goat and you have a barrel of ale.
Great.
And you are off to the biggest house on the top of the hill.
What kind of heathen barbarism do you people engaging in?
Barbarism.
All the kind of barbarism.
All right,
It's the best kind of
duly
barbarism.
noted. We don't have that where I come from.
You should take advantage. Free goats, cheap ale.
I'm learning much from you, brave companions.
So yeah, you follow the winding path up to the Richards estate, we shall say, and it is a large for this town house. This is where the only boss in town lives. This is a one-horse town, and these are the people who own the horse. And you come to the fence that surrounds their house. It's not quite gates, it's more just sort of a large fence. And there are 2 guards at the fence who are armed with swords and bows and very, daggers, very heavily armed.
We are also armed.
Hello.
And they stand aside instantly.
What are the 4 of you doing? Why are you posing with all muscly poses and stuff like that?
This is our audition. You will hire us.
Hire you?
We've been told the local landlord's having a trouble with some highwaymen accosting couriers.
And we just happen to be in need of work.
Well, you need an appointment to get in.
How's this?
Looks like it's right now o'clock.
That's very impressive, but
We're
without an
pointing.
appointment, you
See?
can't get in.
I have an appointment.
And they kind of like put their hands on their swords.
Don't worry there. Above your pay grade. I have an appointment. Zirpig Doomstrike. Drunk at your service.
Well, yeah, he digs down into his bag and pulls out a list, and he goes over and says, I don't see a Doomstrike here. Once again, my apologies to the people of the United Kingdom for your continuing butchering of your accents.
Is it
No
parchment?
apologies.
Yeah, it's a parchment. It's parchment with a sort of primitive clipboard that's...
I make it erupt into flames.
Okay, all right, so...
I'm like, perhaps my name is in fact on the list.
Yeah, before he can even respond to him, oh, hang on. Yeah, before you can even respond to him, Shogun.
Shogun's
Wow.
a completely different thing than
Yes.
get a suit.
Shogun
He's about
is
to
going to
show
try
off.
and make the list burst into flames.
Yes.
So that is something you are prepared to do because it's something you do all the time.
Absolutely.
And it is a task of miracle. You are practicing magic. So roll 2 dice for that.
So I need my number below, correct?
With a
I need my
using
number
miracles, you
above.
want to roll over your
I need
number.
my number.
And your number's 3.
3. I do not
And
do
you
it. It's
do
a
not do
fireproof
it.
paper.
Oh,
Hey,
thank you. $10.
Right.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
And
Let's go.
so that, yeah, you totally strike out there.
Yep. A cussed fireproof parchment.
And he looks at you and he's like, what are you doing?
I was trying to make sure my name is on the list.
Yeah, no, don't see any Doomstrike here. No, I'm afraid you're going to have to go away, get an appointment, or go through us. And, yeah,
We
they...
are there.
2.
Oh.
Oh, well
They're very
then.
heavily armed.
Oh,
But
in that case.
while you think about what to do, because I'm sure it's going to be a big
Sorry,
conversation,
we're really thinking it over.
the oaths have come through.
I would like the record to show we attempted diplomacy.
That is actually true. Yeah, you did kind of a little.
Murder.
Tried at least not
Unfortunately, we
being
tried
violent.
to burn the
Yeah.
record.
So, Sam, your oath is by Grabthar's hammer.
Aye.
A
It
classic.
was me.
Always a
I
classic.
get the hammer thing.
Always a classic.
And Max, your oath. By the chin hairs of my grandmothers.
Aye. Many a chin hair there were. Some may have even called them a beard.
I'm actually surprised he didn't make up that one on his own.
By
And Dave.
hold on.
Sorry, Shogun. Your oath is show enough.
That just yell show up.
Yep, you just yell show enough.
Acceptable.
Thank you.
No, I mean, technically, it's written there. You say who's Damasta, and everyone has to say.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
I
sure.
say
That's
They say
totally,
Shona.
yes.
Well done, chat.
By the chin hairs of my
Wow.
grandmother. That's
Okay,
a
so
great one.
anytime Dave has to roll, we will all go, who's the master? And Dave will go, Shona.
No,
other way around.
Other way around. Other way around. He says, "Who's the master?"
I say, who's
Everyone
the master?
Respond.
responds.
Shona.
I was just testing them.
Also, I feel like we should refund that donation, and I should have to pay for that to happen. That's what I think. I thoroughly approve. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. That is a gift.
Thank you.
And Gina,
Yep.
all shall love me and despair. That's kind of harsh, but
It's also harsh considering we body snatched, and that's not my goal anymore.
but
But
it
I
is
still need
yes,
love.
But
So
you
I
still
can
need
murder it.
love.
I want a teeny tiny Galadriel saying things. That appeals
So
to
the
me
oaths
on
are
an
on the
aesthetic
table.
Okay,
level.
say it again. What is it?
All shall love me
All
in
shall
despair.
love me in despair.
Yeah.
And while you are still standing here, all shall love you in despair. And while you are still standing here talking about this, a penguin with a sword strapped to its back, big giant long sword, flies down from the sky in the fashion in which penguins are known to fly. And it comes down and it hands you a message. And the message is from the T Boys, Tyler Boyce, who we love. And he sent a penguin that says, "Let's get closer to the $150 goal because I worship at the altar of glorious chaos. Much love to Rick, Gina, Dave, Sam, and Mike." Thank you, Tyler. And we also all worship at the altar of
You
chaos.
are at the correct altar.
Wait, no,
You are at the correct altar.
So,
I
yeah.
look at the penguin and say, "What the hell is happening in this place? This land makes no sense."
And the penguin just and then it spreads its flippers and soars
Massive wings.
majestically into the
For you,
sky
a gibberish goal.
as,
there was.
as penguins are known to soar.
I don't recall how initiative works in this game.
Well, in this game, we can just start wherever you want. Why do you want to go first?
I'm fairly certain we're gonna hurt these people, but I already tried to burn the thing, so I won't go first.
We've burned our bridges.
Yeah.
I've already tried chatting it up. So,
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We tried talking, so if you.
Yeah,
Like
they
that.
are. Yeah, they've got hand on sword.
Time for
They are
fish now.
starting to draw. They can tell that
hammers.
you are looking at them a little sideways.
What
They're
was the weapon?
All right, just move yourselves along.
Gunslinger.
Ah!
The guns are all very impressive, but don't make us hurt you.
It's
That's-
okay. You won't. Bonk.
All right, well, all right.
this will be
Sam-
a better audition.
It's true.
You're taking the first bonk. Yeah, roll to bonk, and you are.
Roll to
Am
bonk.
I an expert at bonk?
You are an expert at bonk, so roll 3 die.
You are a bonk specialist.
We'll get right back to you
Yeah.
for a second.
What's that?
We'll get right back to you in a second because you were gonna take an action also. so-
No, I wasn't. I was just gonna let Gina do what Gina
I'm
did.
next.
Oh, you're next. Okay.
Because
sorry.
we did a thing, and
3 bonks.
Three bonks.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
So what happened? I mean, that is just
That is a crit.
that is an astounding success. So why don't you tell me what happens?
He draws his sword, and I bonk his hand really hard. And he drops his sword, and then he jumps around and says owie a lot. Because I bonked his hand real hard.
Well, yeah, and it's because it's 3, you get some extra effect, which is that you bonked his hand so hard that the damage just spread all the way up his arm, and he just cannot swing a sword at all with that hand anymore. So that
you retired him.
being his
Such a good
primary hand, that pretty much puts him out of the
By
fight.
grab
and-
Thar's hammer,
he
I
sorta-
agree.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Gotta use your oath
Yep.
every time you roll.
Every time?
Every
yes.
time.
Oh yes.
Oh, you asshole.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
That's the whole appeal of the oath is that it really becomes integral to your character. And yeah, so that takes that guy out. He looks at his partner and just sort of, I'm
the
out
other
of
guy
here,
is
and
distracted.
runs. And the other guy, he picks up the other sword, and now he's doing that thing where he's got 2 swords, and he looks like he's all ready to take y'all on. Gertrude the
I
barbarian.
charge straight for the middle. I grab around his waist, pick him up, and then backwards flip him and land on him.
Okay.
That's known as a belly-to-belly suplex.
I do
is the move
that.
you described.
Belly to belly suplex.
Yes,
Belly to
that is
belly
the name of
suplex.
it.
And all shall love me and despair.
That's a muscles task, which means you are
need
trying
low,
to
too.
roll
Yeah.
under your number.
Right.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right, yeah, no, that is a solid success. So, yeah, exactly what you said happens. Just, that's what happens. You do the double suplex, and that guard just
Belly to belly.
crashes on the ground, and he just goes right out.
I grab the 2 swords from his hands.
All right, you've got 2 swords.
Those
And
look good.
that takes it out. The 2 guards are finished now, and you're picking up your swords, and
Did you say the first guy runs away, or the first guy's there kind of like whining for mommy?
we could say he's there whining for mommy if you want.
Now I look at him and say, so I believe our appointment is now?
Yes, very good. Oh no, wait, he's the other guy. Yes, very good, sir. God, I can't remember what terrible accent I'm using for that guy.
You know, it's that one now. We're
Yeah,
good.
I think it's there we go.
Let's
And
go.
he's like, follow me, and he heads. Whoa, Heart of Handprints, thank you.
Hey, thank you, Heart of Handprints.
Another good friend of ours, Heart of Handprints. We love all these people, everybody tonight. Thank you. For
Secret
They're all good people.
of my character goal is to just get you to donate more money. I win if you just keep pouring money on us.
So yeah, while he is leading you into the home, while you hear the flapping of little flippers again, and that same carrier penguin swoops down out of the sky and encircles you just in the most graceful aerodynamic fashion, the way you typically think of penguins as moving, and he sort of circles you, and as he's circling you here and go and you get the feeling that he forgot to drop a message on you when he was here, and he drops a message and then soars off into the clouds, and the message this time is from some red shirt who says, who's the master?
Shogun up!
The Shogun of Harlem. Well, not in this game in particular, but
It's not Harlem.
no, it's
the
not.
outline,
It could just
Harlem's
be
in the outline.
in this fantasy
It's
universe.
far to the
right? It's
northeast.
the-
Right.
So thank you, some red shirt, and with that, the carrier penguin disappears into the sky.
I just
in
have more questions than ever
awe-inspiring
before about
fashion.
those creatures.
Yeah, no, they are pretty impressive. They are not rain nor sleet nor pretty much, temporal universal shenanigans will stop them from completing their appointed rounds. So
We
yeah.
tried 2 episodes ago.
You are led into the main house where you find the head of the household. What's the head of the household's name? Something Richards?
Richards. Richards.
Richards.
Aye.
Richard S. Richards, the head of the household.
Richard
It's a tradition.
Richards.
Yeah. And he sees the guard leading you in. Well, what's this now?
We've an appointment.
And it's now.
And the guards, they made their own appointment, sir. I see. Hear about the bodyguard job, are you?
Aye.
Well,
Mainly the body part.
a mysterious group of ruffians has been attacking all of my shipments in and out of the town. The only thing we know about them is that they are fast, efficient, and very, very tall.
Wait.
Perfect.
Are we the ruffians that have been attacking the caravan?
Probably.
They're very tall.
Are you the ruffians that have been attacking?
No, we're absolutely
Only some of
not
us are tall,
Absolutely not.
so no.
Tall.
attacking the. No.
Have you
not-
seen
not
us?
at all.
We're mostly short.
That's correct.
And he
yeah.
looks to the guard, and the guard's like, they're all pretty short. And he says, I find that convincing.
When does your next caravan set to depart?
This evening, in just a few hours.
We're perfect for the job. We can smash their head and their feet.
They're fast. We're furious.
I will give you 100 gold to
Right.
divide amongst yourselves. That's 20 gold apiece. If you will escort the caravan
That checks out.
north to the kingdom of... Oh, Denova! Oh my God, thank
I sense a motivation.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
you. Of course, our good buddy Denova.
We're gonna
wow.
need some new tiers.
What is that?
Yeah, we need new tiers.
We need
Yeah, we're
stretch
gonna need new
goals, yes.
tiers.
More body
More
snatching.
body snatching.
Dom Zook, maybe start brainstorming some
Yeah.
new tiers over there.
More body
more body
snatching.
snatching.
I
What
think
does that get us to?
It's true.
It's on there.
Oh, it's on there.
Yeah,
Can
think
I-
that,
Oh,
think
the
one is
Curse of Babel.
Yeah.
Oh,
And while this conversation is going on,
Hey!
thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub.
Fianna.
Always thank you for sub, people. And yeah, it's again the weird magic of this universe starts swirling around you, and suddenly,
There's no bad
you know
answer
what?
here.
I'm not even gonna roll this time. I'm just gonna pick Shogun.
R1 with social
You are
skills.
suddenly possessed by the curse of Babel. You can only speak in gibberish, and only Gina can translate for you, which means, Gina, anything you say is deemed the correct translation of what he is trying to say.
1 point of clarification, how does that interact with my Val when I roll? I still do that because that's me.
Yeah, what
Right,
we're going to
yeah,
say...
And I clarify.
Right,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
You have to.
I now
render
need
us
a
the-
good thing I wrote yours down.
Thank you so much. You guys have been incredibly generous tonight.
I'm so happy.
I cannot believe we've gotten this far. Well, if we get to $200, we have to compose a song, well, actually,
God.
an epic poem, which
The power is yours, Internet.
for some is
He said
easier
the
than a
power is
song. I don't know.
yours.
Does anybody know dactylic hexameter?
Aye.
That's not
What?
super
Talk
common in
to all
the English
children
language.
of
It's much
my
more
clan.
common in ancient Greek poetry, most notably the Iliad and Odyssey.
I know I am back
You know,
there.
if you're going for epic
Facts.
poem, I think you hit for the gold standard, right?
Proper epic poem is told with ale and a fire. Light this. Bring ale.
So,
Hold on.
yeah.
I can burn
Are
this.
we lighting Richard Richardson?
Pointing
Burn
it.
this.
Burn this. Bring ale. Goat, bring me ale.
So yeah, Richard Richardson looks at you, Shogun, and he says, 20 gold pieces a person. Oh, no, he had a different voice. 20 gold pieces a person. How does that sound to you? Anonymous!
Anonymous!
Oh my God!
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's another $25. Wow. And
my God.
Anonymous, my favorite Greek philosopher, said some of the most profound things of all time.
Quite the mind.
All over the internet.
Too
Although
soon?
they're not always credited.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Wow, thank you so much, Anonymous, and everybody. Wow.
We hit our monthly goal.
And we hit our monthly goal.
Hey.
Oh my
Right.
God! Thank you to everybody on behalf of all of Saving Throw, hitting our monthly goal there. So yeah,
We appreciate you.
yeah, we really appreciate you, and we're gonna all start brainstorming epic poems because we're getting dangerously close. So yeah,
That unlocked the
that actually unlocked
did.
it.
Unlock
We're
the epic
so
poem.
dangerously close.
Okay, yeah, my
We're
math
there.
skills.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
a good thing we're all good with words.
Math, never my thing. So everybody start thinking epic poem, and we will get
We're all
there.
doing a poem?
Yeah, no, of course,
No,
I
like
said it would be.
collectively a poem or individual poems.
No, we're going to do it collectively later. Everyone's going to contribute a verse.
Right.
And what we will do is, we had said it would be as of the point that it happened, but it didn't expect it to be nearly this early. Thank you so much, everybody. So what we will say is that the epic poem, the revelation of everybody's verse, will be saved till the end.
Right.
We will do the epic poem at the close of the adventure. So you can
Right.
choose to write your verse about
Is this a
anything that
rhyming
happens.
poem? Are we doing this together?
Everybody gets to decide if it rhymes, if it doesn't rhyme. Everybody gets for themselves. Everybody gets to decide if their verse is dactylic hexameter or iambic pentameter or whatever your icameter is.
Dactylic, the large, monstrous
Yes,
thing.
dactylic
Aye.
hexameter.
Dactylic pentameter.
Yeah,
Right,
when
that's it
pterodactyls
right
do
there.
poetry.
Yeah.
It's not a duck.
Correct. So he said 100 gold initially, then he said 20 gold each, right?
Yes.
I'd like to roll to make sure that math checks out.
Don't try to shade me with no jibber jabber sucker.
And
He said what you just said smells like this town. Bullshit!
that is the curse of this town. Everyone always invokes our name and bad smell references. But the air quality is actually fairly good for this sort of peasant village in a fantasy setting.
Hey man, that don't make me no never mind. You gotta slap me some skin if we gonna go out here and right this wrong that you got going home.
He wants a fair shake.
Fine.
How do you not speak this language? Isn't this your native tongue?
I know not what this
It's
gentleman...
jibber jabber.
I know not what this gentleman speaks of. Even you are quite unusual. But fine. I'll give you
50
100?
gold each.
50 gold each. That's outrageous.
That math checks out.
As are we.
So you want to try and persuade him to give you 50 gold each? Why don't you roll?
Unfortunately.
That sounds like a miracles. That's like diplomacy.
It will be a miracle
when
to
she
get
does this,
Or
Definitely
willpower.
a miracle.
I would like to use the help action and have my hands erupt into flames while she's persuading him.
All right, so first roll that. That's a muscles thing because they say we'll call that intimidation.
How many
so
dice am I rolling for this?
Well, we'll see in a second. You roll
Okay.
2.
2. I need under my number, correct?
Yeah, you
that's
need-
three
Oh!
You want over your
Wait, no, I want under for muscles, I thought.
muscles, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You want
also, who's the master?
Show!
No.
oh. So
No.
show enough.
Sure enough. All right. Good.
Yeah. So that is both under. So yeah, you get. What are you trying to do? Okay, this is not your expertise.
this
So
is
you
not.
you get 3 because you rolled 2, and now you get the 1 from him
Goodness.
succeeding in helping you. So his
Thou shalt love me and
fists light up, and Richard Richardson's looking at the flaming fists.
For the record, I love you dearly. by the way.
One success.
Your character succeeded.
1 success. All right.
Thank you.
Because thou shalt love me or despair.
1 success gives you success with a complication or harm or a cost. So what we're going to say is that Richard Richardson, clearly intimidated, says, that gentleman can have 50. The rest of you can have 90. Take it.
Deal.
Take it. Yes, deal. Thank you.
90
and he
for
shakes
me,
your hand.
90 for you. 90 for you. You already shook.
No shakesy backsies.
Aye.
What I meant.
Doesn't matter. The handshake has been done.
All right.
It's inviolable.
Damn it! All right.
There were witnesses.
GM Space Brain will be assigned to the character. And he sits there, curse my tongue! And he has his accountants run off to the money room and fetch you 90, 90, 90, and 100.
50.
Oh, 50.
Yeah, he got
When the guy tries to give me 50, I snatch 50 more out of his hand.
Yes.
I just take it.
Yeah, he's like,
Is it
well, what the hell at
Jetsons
this point?
intro where they put out the one bill and they did the wallet?
Exactly, yes. I just
So
take it.
you're doing pretty well so far
Yeah.
for this mission. You are now all getting paid 90 gold for what is really a 50 gold mission, let's be frank. And you are headed north to the kingdom of
He's a big tipper.
what's the
We'll do
kingdom
it
of the
at
north
90 for
called?
quality.
Uptown.
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 Uptown?
Yes, we'll say the kingdom of
You meet
you.
Uptown girls.
Yes, the
The
kingdom
locals
of
pronounce it
Uptown.
as Upton.
Upton. Yes, the kingdom of Upton.
I'm an outlander.
the Upton
A little
girls.
uppity.
Always living in their Upton world.
Well, then meet a downtown dwarf.
Yeah. I promise this is not the epic poem.
Or is
Or
it?
is it?
Uptown
poem.
girls.
So
You've
Richard
been living
Richardson
in your
is
fantasy
famous for
world.
being in charge
Well, you're
of
gonna meet
what
a
industry?
downtown dwarf, and you and I gonna make some love. I will impregnate an uptown girl. No, I'm just working
Popular
on it, don't
drinking
worry.
song.
Yeah, we're shopping.
Yeah, they have Billy Joel in this world too.
It's true.
So yeah,
Yeah,
what is
He's a
what is he
gnome.
shipping? What are you protecting? What is bullshit's chief export?
Fertilizer.
Fertilizer. Yes.
Mostly
We already
the
said it's its
barbarians
main
at this
export.
point.
Oh, did we say that? Okay. So
I did.
yeah,
Well,
he's,
actually, I didn't.
It was the old you.
The old me did it.
the fertilizer shipment will be ready.
It's this shipment. Yeah.
Cursed tongue.
Freudian slip.
Does he actually
Yes,
have
the
a
character.
cursed tongue?
Yes, Richard Richardson always has shit on his brain, and
Filthy mind.
yes, and he says the shipment will soon be ready to go. Is there anything else you need? Yes, rations. So he gives you rations for, let's say, 5 days walk, because Upton is 5 days to the north. And he equips you with 2 of his own guards, who he say will act as your stewards and help you prepare for battle, gather firewood and food while you are adventuring, protect your camp, those kind of things. Okay, you know, just kind of watch your back. They are not the same class of warrior that you all
Always.
appear to be. But you get them nonetheless. And their names are
Helman Lewis.
Helman Lewis. Hellman Lewis, the guards. And yeah, you guys are allowed to go relax, drink some ale while the shipment is being prepared.
I'd like some armor for Goat. He's no wizard.
Goat armor.
He has 4 arms.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Forewarned is, yeah.
So why don't we say that they go out and they find a couple of big shields and they manage to strap them to the sides of the goat.
Perfect.
Goat barding.
Yes, goat party, and you have
A little hoplite.
you now
phalanx.
have an armored goat and 2 guards, Hellman Lewis, and what else did you have?
5 days rations.
5 days rations.
And a reasonably large amount of gold.
And our money, yeah.
And a lot of gold.
Right.
And you kick back and you relax.
And an extortion beef, apparently, for what we've done.
No, this is that kind of town. You've proved yourself. Richardson is not
We just have
filing
standards.
charges yet.
We have an admirable reputation, and this is why.
Aye. Everybody knows the Planeteers.
Yeah, he actually. Oh, everybody, what's your group called?
The Planeteers.
The Planeteers.
Aye.
Okay, that's got a ring to it. Everybody knows the Planeteers, and he suddenly thinks about it. Like, oh, you're the Planeteers.
Aye.
Yes.
Huh.
Don't you recognize us from our wanted posters?
We make people cry. That's the tears part.
We bring pollution down to 0.
That is why your reputation is so admirable.
It's out of this world.
And you see him and his accountants nodding in agreement. Their reputation is quite admirable. Yeah, I admire them. Yes.
That's literally what it is. People are I really admire you.
Literally. Yeah. Right.
Literally.
So
On my way.
yeah,
The caravan departs.
yes, the caravan depart. Sorry, I had to do a thing there. Yeah, so
We
the
said we depart.
you depart and you are on your way, and you've got your guards with you. They are
Can we
keeping
hit
an
the
eye on
streets
your
and go hit
back.
the streets, all right? Yeah.
We'll say that this caravan is a few horses and a few carriages that are loaded with fertilizer. You are on foot.
I'm sitting atop one of the carriages with my cask of ale
Okay.
and my friend the goat.
Yes, you still have the cask of ale.
And we're drinking, me and the goat.
I have a small stride length.
I can carry you if you prefer.
I would appreciate that.
Are you?
I'm like, hop aboard, little barbarian. I'm gonna get y'all down the road.
Riding with them on the
Right.
with him on the thing, or are you rolling along? What is your?
I am on top of my friend.
Oh, you're on. Perfect.
Like,
Shoulder with Shogun.
All right, so
hop aboard, big guns.
since you guys have been so
Okay, then.
awesome and we have actually already hit the $200 goal, and we will have to compose an epic poem somehow about all of this. An epic poem that starts in bullshit, literally. We're gonna throw some new goals out there.
New goals.
And at 225, we'll do another body swap.
Aye. Good
Again,
idea.
determined by random roll of the die. And if the new body swap involved one of the body swap people, you body swap with their body swapped personality.
Right.
Yep.
you would
Playing the
be
person, playing the
Gertrude
person, right.
When we
Yeah.
inevitably swap for the lols.
We definitely want
Right.
this to be as confusing as it possibly could be.
Well, but it's Sam's interpretation of Gertrude is what gets swapped, right?
We never got enough Gertrude to know.
Yep,
I
exactly.
have the authoritative Gertrude.
It's telephone impressions
Right,
now.
the character is evolving.
Canonical Gertrude is
This
Sam.
performance is canonical now.
It's
So yeah.
Gertrudeception, yes.
The Gertrude was the friends we made along the way.
So yeah, another body swap coming at 225.
225.
And that could make things just
Let's make it
This
happen,
will go
interwebs.
well.
really confusing. I'm gonna have to start drawing some kind of chart or something. So
A
yeah.
matrix.
Just a bunch of twine and photos and corkboard, and you're just crazy because you haven't been sleeping in like days.
Yeah, you are rolling along
Sniffing
through
salts.
the forest. We will call this, what's the name of the forest?
Twilight Gap.
Twilight Gap Forest. Or just Twilight Gap. Yeah, you are
Aye.
passing through Twilight Gap. And things seem quiet at first.
Until I belch loudly and proudly from all of the great ale, and leaves fall from the trees, surrounding us and coating me in a leaf-like carapace. Mother Nature telling me that she approves of my good works.
It startles the goat.
When he makes the giant belt, I light a spark to like a flaming dragon breath come from him.
Perfect. And as your flaming belch echoes throughout the Twilight Gap,
That should scare him.
He really is a legend.
you are very surprised to hear a very loud belch from somewhere out in the forest responding to your belch.
Belch back.
It's a mating call.
We're on the job.
Nope, mating call.
And then another belch from the forest. And another.
Same direction.
And another.
Different directions?
Both sides of you. And then suddenly.
This is like my dream. This is like amazing.
Is this a family reunion? Did your family come to visit us?
And from the forest, you start to see shapes in the shadows. The sun is going down, it's starting to get dark, and you see these very tall, let's say, at least 6'5", 7 foot tall figures looming in the darkness, hooded. You can't see their faces, you can't see who or what they are, but you can see that they are all armed. Hammers, axes, swords.
It's the Belchback clan. They've come.
My call has been answered. I knew this day would come. The Belchbacks. I've been waiting.
Listen up, suckers. We're on escort duty for this here convoy to get it through to the next major locale. So if all y'all would turn around and beat it back into the bushes, we ain't gonna have no problem up in this locale.
Well,
He said, skit scat before you get smick smacked.
wait, who's doing the gibberish now?
Aye. The gibberish is spreading.
This episode is perfect. It's all I ever wanted. I'm so happy.
That was my
Can't
poem.
decide who should roll for this. I guess
Epic.
I guess you should roll for this because it was originally
Legend.
your gibberish. So roll one. And this is a miracles because you are trying diplomacy.
So low.
Or intimidation, whatever you want to call this.
And roll high.
One high number.
I do want
Yeah, you want to roll high. You want to roll over your number,
Never
which is
used
a
that quite
3.
right. I do need to ask once again.
Shogun is the balanced character.
Who is in fact the master?
Shogun.
And my number.
3. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Isn't there an exploding die?
Hold on.
No, it's if you have the two of them, you get a special
that's the
insight.
Thing. Okay, dig it. Okay.
No, but you got your number, so
did.
you do actually get a special insight because. Wait, is it? Did everything
On
roll?
at
This
least
one says
two
you need to do
dice.
it twice.
Oh, at least 2 dice.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
sorry, I missed that.
I
Aye,
altered
aye.
the balance
That's all right.
of the force.
Always
We
count
might
on
have
Sam
to
know
use
the
force
rules.
now.
Close.
We're going
but,
to force the balance.
Yeah, but that is a success with some harm or cost. You did succeed on one. So the shapes don't really respond, but they kind of look at each other, and they don't really move, but they don't put down their weapons. And one of them starts to walk slowly towards you from each direction. So 2, but the others just hold, like sort of looking very nervous, primarily because of you.
I would like to drunkenly fall off the carriage onto my face and scramble to my feet. Say, lithe beauty, come to me and remove your hood so that I may behold my future conquest.
I pointed him like a loyal wingman.
Thank you for the bit.
Well, thank you, 55405.
Hey,
405.
many a bit.
That is again an action that we will call miracles. It sounds like you were trying to.
Do something miraculous.
Yeah. It also seems like a diplomacy kind of thing, or willpower.
I love how
maybe.
much time we spend talking to be like overtly violent people.
Yeah,
We're
really.
like, We'd like to not murder you. Oh, okay.
For a group that's got a admirable reputation, you are pretty violent. Oh, by the way, Pia and a cookie gives a reroll to Sam.
Thank you, Peanut Cookie. I appreciate you. I will use it in good health.
So yeah, you are rolling diplomacy or
do.
miracles roll, which means you want to roll over your number. I will give you 2 since you are not speaking gibberish, and well, actually, we'll give you 1 because you're not really a miracles. You're not really a miracles type.
Particularly miraculous. No.
Seduction might actually be your expertise.
Tier 7.
Could be.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The problem is, we don't know if that's actually certain.
We broke our rule. I'm allowing bits to.
Oh, we broke a goal with the bits count. Wow! Oh my God!
Bits count.
So tier 7. That
Games
is
are made up and the bits now matter.
that is another body swap. And
This will go
we
well.
need to clarify
Please,
something
somebody
before
else be
this
hitting
happens.
on
If
this
somebody
person.
swaps with me, does the gibberish curse go with it, or does the gibberish curse stay with me?
Yes, gibberish curse goes with it.
how long have you been doing gibberish for?
It seems like an eternity.
Seems like an eternity.
But
We'll give
I
you.
can verify.
We'll give you gibberish till 6:30, and then you're done. And if the body swap happens to you, then whoever carries you carries the gibberish for another 9 minutes.
fair.
It was supposed to be 15, but I wasn't paying attention because.
Because it was hilarious.
Thank you so much,
amazing.
everybody. Wow.
you.
And if we get another $25, we get to 250. A random player will have alphabet rules.
Oh my god.
I think I know what this is.
We have many expectations of cleverness that
So-
will be sorely disappointed.
If I get this right, alphabet rules is everything you say has to start with the next consecutive letter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like the words in a sentence or each individual statement? Like
Clarification.
Basically,
Oh gosh.
clearly.
Clarification from the judges. Alphabet rules is what?
What's that?
Alphabet rules. Clarification from the judges. What does that mean?
It means every sentence starts with a letter of the alphabet.
It's every sentence. Okay.
I can start a sentence with a letter
In
of the
sequential
alphabet.
order.
Every
Oh, so it
good.
just kicks in around the whole table.
there's another 100 bits. I don't know
All
if
right.
that affects it.
So what it means is,
Thank you.
yeah.
Definitely will. Thanks, Noah.
Wow, that will be interesting. Thank you. Oh yeah, another bitch. Thank
It's
you.
like
Noah.
watching us suffer. That's all that is. This isn't from
So-
a place of altruism.
This is
Yeah.
a torture show.
It's like,
Let's do the second body
Welcome
swap.
to Pain Show.
second body swap.
Do it.
Max.
Oh, you poor bastards.
Oh no.
Piggy. Oh God.
I can't do a Scottish accent.
Man, I am dying to see whoever's impression
Yeah.
of Piggy this is.
I actually hope it's me.
Wait.
That doesn't
Cock
count.
talk.
I've
And also
swapped with
landed on
myself.
it.
I've gone
the whole
insane.
table. I couldn't have done that if I wanted to.
It's true.
Sorry.
You're super Scottish.
Oh.
All right, this is. Oh my God.
So.
My
Okay.
choices have reverberated.
So Max, you are now Timony.
I sure am.
You are Piggy.
Right.
And you are still
Gertrude.
Gertrude.
And am I translating for all the gibberish?
Yeah, is this my new gibberish
Yes.
translator over there then?
Yeah.
Please.
Yes, you are
Okay,
translating for the gibberish.
I need this in
Sounds
my
great.
life.
Right.
Remind me what your catchphrase was.
It's by the chin hairs of my grandmothers.
Wow.
And what was yours?
Love all will love me despair.
All shall love and despair.
all shall love me and despair.
Gertrude again. I don't know what happened.
Gives you a unique
Wow,
insight
so
to how
much
we
just
see
happened.
you.
I'm loving all of this. There's nothing about this I don't
So
know.
much has happened. I kind of okay. So I think they were closing on you.
They're
two
closing,
figures from each
two
side.
closing in, and
I
he
was
was
in
in
And
the
suddenly the magic
process.
of the universe swirls and swaps your
Right,
body.
and I was in the middle.
He was attempting diplomacy.
You were attempting diplomacy.
You
right.
didn't actually roll yet, right?
No.
No.
Roll one. Now you are.
Right. Oh, that's right. I'm
Okay.
not
Okay.
in your body anymore.
4 and
Oh,
yeah, am I
so
still-
it's
I'm
you.
in-
No.
I'm back in- I'm in
or am I
Gert's
Timothy's
body.
number.
But I'm him.
You are
Right.
Timony's number. I
Timony's
guess.
number.
So
Okay,
you are fine.
Oh,
That's a failure.
Hello.
The hooded, yeah.
Lithe beauty,
The hooded
take off your
figure
hood and
just
show
looks
me
at
my
you.
next conquest. Hi!
this is how he sees me.
Yeah, and the hooded figure just looks at you,
And Gert
and
is
then
Gert is
looks back at the other hooded figures, and then looks at you,
Alright.
and looks back, and looks at you, and then draws his sword, and they all charge from both sides. So you are now under attack from, let's say, these 6 hooded figures who you can tell are armed, but you still strangely cannot really get a beat on their features or who or what they are.
They're too high up for me to see.
Hey, that's enough jaw jacking. We need to deal with these jive suckers right now, anywho.
So they are closing on you
so
pretty
much. We gotta
deliberately.
kill these people.
Yes.
They're closing on you pretty deliberately. You guys just want to wait to die? Or
That was my
I'd like to be clean
yourself.
shaven.
What do we just want to
don't
go in
think
order?
I like it.
How do we want to do it?
I'm gonna be jumping off of you and diving like a cliff.
Is now the time?
I'm jumping off of you and diving like a cliff onto someone like bonk.
All right. That sounds like muscles. That's a good place to start.
Yep.
You go flying towards them, and this is what you are an expert
Become a
at,
legend,
so
right?
that's 3.
Bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Triple bonk.
3 successes.
It's a 1. The bats are a 1
bats
for
are
some
1.
reason. It's confusing,
That
but it
works.
has bats on it, so I love it.
Well, yeah, you just hit the hell out of that thing, and as you hit it, you know,
was a
your
sexy
hammer
move.
comes down, and you just hear squish, and that thing just collapses into the ground into like a puddle of goo. And then as you are standing there watching, the goo slowly, Terminator 2 style, like pulls back together and sort of reforms. And the robe falls to the ground as it rises into the air, and you see for the first time, you identify as a gelatinous cube.
I've bonked a lot of things. It doesn't usually do that.
Yeah, and the gelatinous cube just hangs in air in front of you, and having been revealed, all of its buddies suddenly shed their robes, and they transform from tall humanoid figures into gelatinous cubes that float around you now, circling you slowly, ominously, gelatinously.
I'd probably still hit that.
All right, you want to try and hit a
What's this
cube?
jelly bullshit? What you done?
They used to be people, now they go.
I think you must understood the kind of hit I was referring to.
Oh, well, you can roll for that too. I think
Right.
that would be a miracle roll.
I've never impregnated goo before.
Knowing what I know
I think
about
this is a
gelatinous
good time
cubes,
to
I feel like
try.
that would be awful, actually. Right.
We are the classiest show.
Hey,
Thank you.
All right, back to me seducing goo.
Yeah, so you
How
are.
many dice am I rolling?
You are him, and he is a muscles character 4.
Right.
So you are swinging your hammer, which is his hammer, at a
Oh, yeah.
gelatinous
Yeah.
You want this incredibly heavy
cube. So let's say
hammer?
3. That's
Okay.
3 for you.
Don't pass that across the table.
Yeah, I'll just leave it here.
Sound advice from behind the camera.
What?
The table folks, really nice. It's,
So under 3?
That's why. they're running
this is a
this
muscles,
show.
so yeah, you want to roll under your number, which is 4. So under 4. 2 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you just hit that thing, and it's a pretty solid
Right.
connection. You want to describe what happens to the gelatinous cube when you hit it solidly?
It impacts it right on its Cuban gooey noggin, and then it slowly sinks right in, and then it just plops out, and then the cube goes like that.
Yeah, that is in fact exactly what happens. It's like watching.
Not the first time I've heard that sound before either.
It's an artist at work.
We're gonna hear that story at some point.
You really don't want to.
No, I think we really do.
Or do we?
So
do.
yeah,
We might
Oh,
need
yeah.
a
Balls.
different rated show if you know what I'm talking about.
oh, I know what you're talking
Come
about.
on then, Mama. I don't care if he's a dwarf on the inside or not. I want you to lay some of that on me.
Right?
I'd like to
don't-
hear the story.
So yeah, no, you just kill the hell out of that gelatinous cube, and just like you say, it sort of punctures and just falls to the ground and just turns to, it's like watching Jello melt in fast forward, yeah, who wants to do something next? We'll say that one of the gelatinous cubes starts to break formation and flies pretty deliberately right towards Shogun.
Ain't nobody trying to get jelly all over my digs, so I'm just gonna be all flames right in, trying to melt this thing down into nothingness.
I just had this dry cleaned, so fire hands.
Fire. Oh yeah, no, yeah, okay. And it looks good. So yeah, you are rolling against the gelatinous cube who is charging its Jello versus fire. Shooting flames is your thing. Let's say
by a wide margin.
Let's say you can roll 3.
It definitely is.
If it's fire or fury,
who's the
he has
master?
Showed up.
1 success.
All right. Well, a burst of flame issues from your hands, and it hits the gelatinous cube charging towards you, which definitely stops the gelatinous cube. When it feels the fire, it just backs up, and instead it turns and flies at high speed towards
Timony?
Timony, whoever you are now. Wow, thank you.
Dwarf Timony.
Oh, and in the middle of this battle, it's like a tense moment. Everybody, including the gelatinous cubes, are absolutely perplexed to see riding at high speed down the middle of the road comes a carrier penguin.
How do those things keep locating us?
And it stops and it
town is definitely
stops
infested with
tensely in the
penguins.
middle of the standoff and looks around and goes, and it, wow, my penguin's getting worse, isn't it? And
No,
it
that was
hands
the
you
best
a message, and the message is from Meaning of Night, our friend who draws the carrier penguins. Thank you, Meaning of Night. And it says, what a wonderful engine of chaos, keep the madness rolling.
This is the
We're going
one
to
thing
try.
we can do.
Technically, my gibberish is up, but I'll stick with it a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's the gibberish. Yes, it forcibly expired at 6:30. Optionally, as long as you want to
I
roll.
might not notice that the spell effect is worn off.
So yeah, that it is charging right towards you, Timony. So
Okay, I want to. Well, I'm still drunk. Stumble forward, and these should do the trick. I want to punch the living crap out of it.
oh, okay, punching the living crap out of it always works. That's definitely a muscles roll. So you're looking to roll under your number, which
This
for
is
Timony
probably
is a
the
5.
first time I've been sober
Okay,
in 45
I'm pretty good
years.
at punching. So 2 dice, is that okay?
I don't like it.
The pain in the thigh is coming out again.
Timony is a halfling
Why didn't you love
barbarian.
me,
You
Dad?
can roll 3. What happened?
I roll 5.
It's just the first time she's been sober in 45 years. And I said, the pain's coming back. Why didn't you love me, Dad?
He just throws money at me
Million?
to make me leave the mountain.
So what happened? So what happened with you?
3 successes.
Oh wow.
I just want to be loved. Oh no, that's yours.
Dude, it could be both of you.
Money.
You two are having a moment.
Money loves me.
So you punch the hell out of that gelatinous cube.
I want to aim
What
for the part
happens?
that most looks like a face. And I want to just fist of fury. I want to just punch it as hard as I can until I slowly burrow my way through its body by punching it.
Well, a gelatinous cube is a cube, so it doesn't have any parts that look like a face.
Like the-
They're all just
What parts
tubular.
of it do you think
But
belched
you
earlier?
pummel the hell out of that thing. It's it's like one of those little punching bags.
It's like looking for the man in the moon. It's an abstract face.
Yes, that's
The flames could have etched a face into it.
I'm going to punch a face shape into it.
And then punch it in the face.
so. Yeah, you kill that thing, and the other gelatinous cubes start to look a little scared, and they start to back off the group, and then suddenly you hear from the distance, and there are, I guess, kazoos or whatever that sounded like, trumpet kazoos, kazumpets, trezoos? I don't know.
Kazumpit.
Kazumpets, yes.
Kazumpets.
The kazumpets play off in the distance, and the gelatinous cubes, as soon as they hear the sound of the kazumpets, just turn and just fly down the road in fear. And you hear galloping sounds of horses, and suddenly a troop of knights, maybe 20 of them on horseback.
What is the meaning of these nights?
Hello.
Well, they are carrying a flag, which I won't even make you roll for. You recognize as the flag of Upton.
Do you have a flag? No flag, no country. Those are the rules.
Yes,
I claim this Upton for Spain.
and yeah, they come out out of nowhere, and they stop around you, and they have their weapons. They can see the gelatinous cubes receding into the distance, but they don't give chase. They stop to check on you instead, and the lead knight, whose name is Sir, what's his name?
Prancibald?
Sir Prancibald.
Solid.
Yeah, Sir Prancibald
Definitely not goo.
gets off his horse and he says, "Do I know you? Are you the famous Planeteers?"
Right, first things.
We're the Planeteers.
I want some ale. Right now. 2, what's with the cubes? And 3, how you doing?
Hey man, how you got some jelly belly sucker wandering around the woods wearing robes, belching out the woods, all of a sudden running away from kazoos? This place don't make no goddamn sense, man. Why the penguins flying out of the air and they bringing this message in the middle of nowhere? What's going
This
on?
town is higgledy-piggledy with madness. It is a penguin place. It is a goo place. The goo burps a bunch. And why do you play kazoos instead of normal trumpets?
Actually,
The kazumpet is an ancient and dignified instrument of Upton. It is the official instrument. Every Upton child learns to play kazumpet in 8th grade. The recitals are quite beautiful. Your questions were, what was your first question?
ale.
Al, well, this gentleman seems to have a whole barrel of it.
Right, no, it's definitely gone.
I did drink it earlier when I was her.
Well, somebody
Him.
get some ale,
Me.
and one of the other knights sort of just rides off
Boss.
on an ale mission. And your second question was about the cubes.
Who taught them to burp?
Who taught them to walk?
Frankly,
I think they're
He
floating.
said, who taught them to walk?
frankly, we do not know who taught them to walk or who taught them to burp, or whether that is the same person or different people.
Do they have a flavor?
The burps?
No, the cubes.
Ew.
Burping
We have-
usually does.
They look a bit like jello.
Jello. What's Jello?
It's a delicacy in the mountains.
You grind up the hooves of a horse,
Mountain
and you heat
people.
them up with some fat and put lime green flavoring in it. And then you put it in an ice thing, cast an ice spell on it, and
Like, sucker, who's gonna eat cold horse hoof?
he wants to know who would eat horse hooves.
There's always room for horse hooves.
I enjoy it at barbecues.
Well, the cubes have been
Barbarian.
attacking all the shipments on this road, and
Barbecues. Barbecues.
I burned at least one of them. We've gotten one barbecue.
the cubes are barbecue flavored, and therefore are known throughout these parts as the barbecues. And the barbecues have been typically peaceful. They usually live in the forest and just keep to themselves, killing small game and eating the bark of trees. But recently they have been taking humanoid form and attacking shipments of fertilizer and gold.
They're poop thieves.
And gold.
They've
gold.
They've become barbaric cubes.
At the sound of that,
Yes, the
I'm gonna start collecting their cloaks and fishing in their pockets.
I represent that remark.
You want to search one of the... All right, why don't you roll... we'll call that a miracle... yeah, we'll call that a miracle perception. So miracle rolls.
Okay.
You want to roll over your number, so let's say you roll 1.
Okay.
Oath.
No!
Reroll.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh, by the way,
I know, but I didn't do my oath.
yeah, you didn't do your oath, but you also have reroll,
Right.
so...
Oh, you're right.
Right, everyone...
I forgot
table.
about that.
right.
By the chin of my grandmother.
Chin hairs.
Chin hairs. No.
I thought 4 is his number.
Aye.
Right.
No, 4 is his number.
That was still, yeah. That was my reroll.
Right.
Verified.
By the hair of my grandmother.
Someday you'll be
Oh,
able to have
okay.
Chin hair.
So you get an insight.
Right?
That is your number, right, yeah.
But only one.
But only 1, and you got... Oh, it's only 1, so you do not get an insight. All right.
No.
No insights yet tonight. See, I guess that's an interesting effect of that 2-die roll. Okay, keep that in mind.
shockingly.
Makes things.
It's really
This
funny
group
watching
isn't
the little
insightful.
I love this character. Okay, Gertrude. You succeeded, but you succeeded at cost. So you reach into the pocket of this fallen cloak, and you find something.
Is it money?
No.
It's not a bonanza.
Is it treasure?
No.
Diamonds?
Well, it is treasure, kind of. It's a weapon. It's a jeweled dagger. Very, very cool looking jeweled dagger, except you cut your hand on it since you're just like fishing around in this pocket. So, yeah, you are injured now. Your hand is all cut up, and we'll say you can wrap that up, but it's, yeah. But you have a jeweled dagger.
Ha! I rip some furs from my vest with my strength, and I wrap it around your hand. I hope it helps.
I light my finger on fire. I'm all like, I can seal that right up for y'all if you want.
Can cauterize the wound.
Yeah, yeah. If you'd be so kind.
Give it a
I might
shot.
need to hit on all the babes if I'm bleeding.
Why don't you roll?
Go well.
Why don't you roll 2 die to see if that works? This
Please
is a waste
don't
of time.
cut off my hand.
I was like, who's the surgeon? 2. I'll re-roll that because I don't want to. I don't want to mash up your hand.
You were worried.
There you
that
go,
would
2
have a spell
successes.
attack.
2
There we
successes.
go.
I'm like that. I put that whole thing back together again there.
I just holding the dagger and I just scratched my cheek with it.
All the king's horse.
Perfect. Yeah, so your hand is back in order. That
Your arm is
short-lived
complete again.
consequence. And Sir Prancebald
smell this
looks
down.
at that dagger and he says, how curious. That's
It's
quite...
mine now. Finders keepers.
Fine, you can keep the dagger. I was just gonna tell you something about it, but I don't know if I want it anymore. And then
Please
sort of looks,
continue with your expositionary remarks.
Do tell.
roll
Healed.
roll a miracle for that. See if he tells you about the dagger.
1 or 2.
Roll 1.
Somebody intimidate
No,
this
roll
dude.
2.
I knew you were faking about not
yeah,
speaking
that's
the
right.
language.
That seems in character.
Something I ate earlier, just 1 success. Didn't agree with me.
I think we were good.
All right.
Damaged my constitution.
He says, very well. That dagger is quite ancient. It looks to be, I would guess, 1,000 years old. It's an Upton dagger. I'm an expert in our arms, and that is clearly an ancient Upton dagger.
We're experts in arms too.
Yes, all of you have quite large, impressive guns. Well, I don't know.
You've
Just
seen the arms that we're bearing here.
Pythons.
Yeah.
pythons.
Excuse me, could you point us to a veterinarian because these puppies are sick?
My friend is.
Wow.
Please continue to translate me for the locals. I enjoy this deeply.
Oh yeah, you're the translator.
Please continue to translate. I enjoy this.
Yes, it's quite ancient. I have no idea where one of these cubes would have gotten a dagger quite so ancient. It's
Would you call it legendary?
the dagger or the cube?
The dagger?
Oh, legendary. Oh, I don't know about that. It's certainly quite impressive. It's not like specifically famous or anything. It's, it's not like it's got a name. Unless you want to name it now, we can name the dagger. Are you the kinds of people that enjoy naming daggers?
Did you reveal your vision to us earlier?
Yes. There was a
At the
dragon
time, you
involved?
didn't. I mean, he said it to you, but I don't know if you said it to us.
Did you have a vision?
Oh, to us.
No, I'm asking,
Right, out of
In-game.
character.
did your character reveal the content of your vision to the rest of us?
I don't remember. Did I? You're me now.
Oh, right. It's me. No.
Good answer.
I'm saying a vision of a dragon and now an ancient piece of treasure turning up on the road might strike as significant.
I don't think it would to Timony, at the risk of speaking not as me.
Nope.
I
correct.
didn't
does
reveal it
not.
either when I was them.
So be it. I know nothing about it.
Except we all do.
Yep.
Sir
I guess no, only I
Prancebald
do?
Only you now.
Yeah, okay.
can't decide whether he's amused or annoyed, and he just sort of watches you and he says, well, that's all I know. Ancient dagger, gelatinous cubes. All I know is they've been attacking these fertilizer shipments and then fleeing west into the forest.
Perhaps, if I could confer with my associates for a moment, if you would just allow us to, maybe we can get them to escort this shit train the rest of the way, and we make our way into the woods and find out what's really going on out here. Because where there's one dagger, there's probably more.
I like the way you think.
Oh,
We're going to go.
Yes.
That was an aside. I don't know if I heard that talk of splitting the party. I'm
No.
sure I would love talk of splitting the party.
No,
if I
we're
heard
not
it.
splitting-
Splitting the party.
Darcy's
We're
on it.
making the boldy prince one
Yeah.
over there, the prancy bold one.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's taking the shit train all the way.
Take it to the station.
And Sir Principal Knot, you never split the party. And on that, I'm going to give you a detachment of men to go with you. I will send you 6 knights who will ride with you and guard your back for the journey.
Helm and Lewis should continue on with the shit train to make sure that it doesn't get, befall.
You might be. They might drive it off a cliff. They're known to do that.
We will make
Especially
sure.
Helm. He's a shit driver.
He is literally a shit driver.
Yeah.
We will make sure the bullshit arrives. The shipment from bullshit arrives
Bullshit
at it.
shit.
The bullshipman?
What you're talking about, we will make sure it arrives at its destination.
We appreciate
We will
you.
take
say
Helm
Thank you.
and Lewis with us.
6 nights, you say we've got an attachment?
6 knights. They have horses and lances and suits of armor and the whole shebang.
Good subcontractors.
Right.
And we'll say 3 of them ride in front of you and 3 of them ride behind you, sort of.
I don't know how useful
Escort style.
horses are in the forest, though. Say to the west.
To the west. Yeah, the horses have to move slow, so you guys are making west.
I just want to throw up west side. That was all. That's my only intention. And that bit of clarification.
That could be a GIF.
Important party goals.
So
You're not the only one with a secret mission.
you head off to the west. You're making your way very
To
slowly through the
represent the
forest.
side.
The knights are
mission.
keeping watch, and things are pretty quiet. What are anybody? What you're doing while you're? Talk about what you're doing while you're making this walk.
I'm practicing jumping and punching
Okay.
for faces.
I'm trying to bite the jewels out of this dagger.
I'm
Nice.
drinking goat's milk, fresh
Drinking-
out of goat,
Yeah, you still got your goat.
fresh out of goat.
Fresh out of goat. Did you eat the goat?
No, like
It's fresh out of the goat.
Oh,
Fresh
fresh,
from
out
the
of
goat.
the goat. Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm wondering how many of these knights I could electrify if I hit them in a straight line. It might be necessary to have no witnesses of what takes place, therefore what lays ahead of us.
You want?
I don't do it. I'm just pondering it.
You're just pondering it.
I'm
Okay.
pondering it.
Well,
I think we can find a way that they would meet an untimely demise.
And then you hear one of the knights. What are you talking about back there?
Oh, our enemies.
Yeah, it's very dangerous in this neck of the woods.
Okay. Looks a little nervous and turns back to writing. And you're all doing your thing, and you just hear off in the forest, it's very dark now, it's night, and you've been moving very slow, and you're far from the road, and there's nothing but moonlight and the torches carried by the knights, and you get into the forest, and you start hearing... Oh, oh,
They're out here
like that.
singing Negro spirituals. Swing low.
That should not be anybody's favorite.
Sweet chariot.
Right, I think I'm hungry. That might have come from waste stomach.
Would either one of y'all be able to rip another one of those glorious belches like what got their attention in the first place?
And
I don't know if that is a biological function or a spiritual function.
and as it gets closer, it gets a little louder.
Shall we try?
And now you can
Which
hear
one of us belches?
So you can hear. Oh, you're gonna try and belch.
And we should both
Which
try.
we need to see. Yeah, that's what I mean.
yeah.
We have to both try
belch
to see if it's a
miracle
spirit or...
muscle?
I'm going to
or
ignite it
physical.
again because we need to recreate the previous.
Okay,
So
fire
it's-
belching.
it's-
We're back to this.
It
Thank
works
you
this
living
time.
now.
Thank you for sticking with us through the fire belching.
Right, let's see who belches.
So
It's what
yeah,
they tuned in for.
why don't you each roll 1 die?
Over or under?
Well, I guess that's a
miracle?
form of diplomacy, so let's call it miracles, so you have to roll over.
In this instance, I understand that.
Maybe it's a miracle for you and a. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a body
true.
test and a mind test, right?
It's true.
All right.
I believe in you both.
Mind over matter.
You just both
All shall
roll.
love me in despair.
And we have rerolls. Don't forget your thing.
Way low.
I got my exact number.
Way low. I'm gonna use a reroll.
Well, she got it. I don't know if that's relevant.
you
Got
succeeded.
it.
Then I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, you succeeded.
But
and,
It was.
It's a part of the soul.
and that flaming belch just...
Clearly.
Yeah, especially at nighttime, is just visible for, miles around.
The long dark belch of the soul.
The look. Oof, yeah.
It widens the twilight gap just a bit.
Yep, this is the show we are.
I
so-
see it.
We've come about it honestly.
It's a bit gappier now.
The long dark belch of the soul, destined to be sung about in epic poems, I'm sure,
Yep.
echoes throughout the forest, and all of a sudden everything goes quiet. And then you hear again, but now much closer and much clearer. Ooh, 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 and then ooh, 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 ooh.
I think there are animals that want to know what we are.
It is those penguins again. I do not understand those creatures.
Ooh.
The Planeteers.
And then you hear like growling.
You can be one too.
Low growling.
Does our ranger associate have any insight into what might be taking place here?
I'm sure I can contribute many things. My knowledge is one of my strongest attributes.
And one of the knights looks at you and is like, I would love to be a planeteer, but I don't know if this is the time to discuss it. And he looks off in the distance. He's like, I think there's something out there.
If you don't look
Everybody
for
wants a
your
copy.
professional aspirations now, then you won't get anywhere in the future. Start planning for tomorrow,
And he-
today.
That is actually very sound career advice. I've been trying to, and before you can even finish, out of the forest, an owl bear just tears by at high speed and grabs him. And before you know what happens,
One less witness.
from the other direction come 3 bear owls who are, little tiny owl-sized bears, and they come flying and grab one of the other knights and fly them off in the other direction, screaming.
Okay.
And they're like, you hear the knight going, they're adorable but deadly! So you're down to
Right?
4
Remember
knights
that
now.
story I
Time to
said
take a
about
shot
the
at the ones that are
squishing?
carrying him away, or are they gone too fast?
You could absolutely try, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm trying lightning bolt.
Oh, I thought you could just
First
reach up and
time.
catch it. It could only have flown so far.
That would be a muscles roll.
Try
and
lightning bolt.
this is
no lightning bolt.
lightning bolt. Oh, so this is this is a miracle, and this is
Okay.
your thing. So let's
Yep.
say 3.
All right. Wait. doesn't six
Miracles
do
you want to roll
something?
over. So you got 1, 2 successes.
2 successes.
And
Aren't 6 is good in this? No, sorry. Think of something else. Sorry.
no worries.
Yep.
And that lightning bolt just right through the air and hits one of the bear owls carrying the guy. And that bear owl just falls to the ground, just clearly dead, just fried. And the other 2 bear owls lose their grip on the knight, and the knight plummets to the ground. And you hear him like, I regret nothing, as he disappears into some trees. And you hear him crash to the ground, and then you hear him, I'm all right. And you are now standing in the middle of the road, the other 4 knights just scared out of their minds. You hear around you circling footprints, and from the shadows, owl bears and bear owls just come out of the darkness. They are surrounding you everywhere.
Right, I charge the one closest to me.
Do we not want to allow to see if our ranger can do anything to defuse this situation?
Absolutely not. I'm closer.
Nope.
And I've got a hammer. And I want to use it.
I'm prepared to fashion a new bear.
She spoke first. Go for it. Hammering's what you do. Roll 3. And don't forget your oath.
By the chin hair of my grandmother. You shall be avenged, Granny!
5.
Over or under?
5's which
That is a muscle, so you want to roll under your number,
Right,
which
reroll.
is a 4. We're using a reroll.
Is it reroll all of them or just?
You can reroll 1.
Oh no, Gina used hers.
She used hers.
We're
Okay.
gonna-
Oh, that's okay.
Wait, what?
It's right. That's
No, but you said re-roll 1. It's only the re-roll is only re-roll 1 die or
yeah.
re-roll the.
Reroll 1 die.
Oh. Okay, well, 2 successes.
2 successes. Oh, all right. Yeah, well, that is a solid success. So you just...
I charge and an underhanded swing, I right up into the bullocks of the bear. That's
right into the... Okay, yeah.
The
and
barracks.
the barracks.
the barracks, the
Right.
bollocks of the barracks. And yeah, you just, and then that bear just goes down, cupping its bollocks and looking extremely unhappy. And
Right, what are you all waiting for? It's feeding time!
I would like to make a jumping overhand swing for the barracks.
go for it. That is 3, because this is what you do.
I bonk bollocks.
Oh, your
2 bonks.
2 bonks.
your what you got to say before you
Oh, your oath.
Your oath.
By Grapthar's hammer,
Yeah.
I will bonk you.
Right,
Bonk.
that's not yours.
Bonk.
You're looking for love. Love and despair.
I thought
Nope.
that went it.
That's me now.
I think we.
But
Wait.
it's Gert's, not yours.
But I have a hammer. We got the
So who's
oaths
mine?
after the swaps, I think.
Yours.
Am I by
Because
Grandpa's
I have
hammer?
a hammer.
I don't know.
I held up the hammer when we got it.
That is
After or
true. It
before?
is by Rothagar's hammer. Yeah, right.
Oh, that's
I
right.
already
'cause
had
I
the hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So yeah, roll 3. Oh, you got 2 successes.
I got 2 successes.
Yeah, and
Yours is the love.
you connect a solid hit with what were you swinging at? An owl bear, a bear
I
owl?
was at an owl bear
Okay, yeah,
at its
and
barracks.
yeah, and you hit its barracks again, and the other owl bears, seeing the second barracks get hit in the bollocks, they all start to look a little nervous and start to back
Yeah,
off a little
that's
bit.
right. We go straight for the goodies.
Yeah, you better
I
freak
don't go
out.
straight for. Never mind.
I want to hit one in the face. I want one of the little ones. I want one of the
Yeah, the
bear
bears.
owls.
Yes, they're adorable little bears. with,
Yeah,
owl-
just
owl
short
heads.
enough for face hitting.
And yeah, that is also punching is your thing. So let's say 3.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right, yeah, and you punch that thing, and it just goes flying and hits a tree, and sort of slides down cartoonishly.
Never hit the face.
And the owl bears and the bear owls, seeing their brethren getting hit, are now starting to get very scared, and some of them are beginning to retreat into the forest.
No,
We should
fast
follow them.
enough.
Yeah, I'm like, not quite, sucker. Like it's the kid.
Sure. Roll miracles.
retreat.
This is your thing. Roll 3.
All right.
Oh no, I forgot to say
One
all
more
shall I
time.
name
Who
this
is the master?
Oh no!
Oh no.
2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, and
It's like barbecue's back on the menu.
Oh yeah.
yeah, and yes, you just burned all the hair off those bears and
Barbecue.
the feathers off those owls.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
It's a barbecue.
That's
Yeah.
just in Scottish though. Barbecue.
Barbecue. Barbecue.
Nope.
Nope.
Barbecue.
And they've had enough. The owl bears and the bear owls just turn, and they just, all of them are just running
I
away
just
now
can't
at
get
high
enough.
speed.
Right, we give chase.
You give chase. You're chasing them?
Our ranger
Okay.
could track them.
I wanted to keep Chase for myself. He seemed nice. But
I'm
we can
taking it.
give Chase if we really have to.
One of the
I want
knights
to
like,
see
"Oh,
where they
but-
go. I got to take advantage of these giant legs.
But what about tracking the...
We don't know that they're not going to where the jelly boys are.
Do we need to get Lancey and
an
Prancy
excellent
back? I named the all 6.
Right.
Lancey, Dancy, Prancy, Chancy, Nancy, and my personal favorite, Romancy.
No,
Keep Romancy away from the dwarf, please.
they'll actually be
No
okay.
problem.
We have excellent medical plan in the Upton Royal Guard.
Is it a PPO?
HMO.
Oh,
Yeah.
get those provider letters.
Better than nothing.
That's truth.
So, yeah, you are down to 4 knights, and the 4 knights are watching you decide whether or not to run off into the forest after the bear owls and the owl bears, and they're a little nervous, but they're watching. And what are you going to do?
If she runs, I run with her. If you chase, I'll chase. It's up to you.
Honestly, I've got no liquor in my body and it's making me not think straight.
Never mind, I'm good.
What?
Well, the knight pulls out he's got a flask, and he's like, yeah, I'll have an old nip. And he gives you the flask.
I'm like, you do know you're not gonna see that ever again.
This will do absolutely nothing for my metabolism.
Well, then can I have it back?
No.
I'm afraid that's out of the question.
Gone now.
No good deed goes unpunished. So, yeah, what are you doing?
I want to know where that dagger came from.
You want to know where the dagger came from?
I want to go that way.
Can I inspect the dagger? Does it say anything on it?
Yeah, why don't you roll to inspect the dagger? That sounds to me...
Now that you mention it,
Yeah,
there's a return address on it.
That's a perception roll. So that is miracles. So you're trying to roll over your number, which is...
4.
4.
1 die.
Yes. You are not prepared at this, and certainly you're an expert.
Terrible, by the way.
Or amazing.
Right, are there table rerolls?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, they're...
I table reroll.
Let's table this for
I'll
now.
assist somehow. I will
Sure,
light my hands on fire so that it's like bright
Wait, I
and
can't
like very
see
highly
no-
illuminated.
right?
Everything that's going on here.
Thank you.
All right, why don't you roll for that? That's you can roll 3 since that's a miracles thing, and this is a thing you do. 6.
It was terribly bad.
6.
Terribly
Summon the
awful.
devil!
Yeah, right. I'm all like, maybe
Too
if
much
I
fire.
just
Too much
murder your
fire.
face. Maybe if I burn your head, you'll be able
Well,
to see it
that's
clearer.
miracles. You want to roll over your
I have
number.
a
Your
vision of
number
hell.
is 3, so that is a big success. So,
Oh,
yeah.
no, that's fantastic. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
So
It's a good hell.
Never mind.
Good hell.
you get an extra
Full
die
of
to roll.
wine
So
and women.
Welcome to
you
the
can roll
hell.
2.
Tonight we shall
Exactly.
dine in
I'm all
hell.
like, maybe
How
some
many am I?
hellfire.
2?
Don't forget your oath.
Oath.
By the chin hair of my grandmother. That is 1
One
of
success.
my number.
All right.
So I kinda read it, but nothing that impressive.
And you were trying to examine
See
the
if there's
dagger
any-
just to see if there's
yeah.
anything.
Engraved, or if it's named, or, has something of value.
Yeah, you look at the dagger and you can see right on the end of the hilt, there is a very specifically carved, very interesting, ornate style, the letter Z.
Right? It belonged to someone.
Did it belong to you? That's your first name, right?
It does now. It was destined for me.
And one of the knights says, "What do you mean it belonged to someone?"
It belongs to me. See? Right there. Z, that's me.
And he looks at it and he says, "Z? Huh? That's the mark of the legendary Lord what? What's his name?
Zorander.
That is the mark. What?
Oh, I was
Is
confused.
that with a Y?
Always.
That is
Zomander?
the mark of the legendary Lord Zamander, which is spelled with a Y, apparently. It's like Zamander. Yeah, he was an ancient lord of Upton who long ago rode into combat. Was a war hero who eventually went on a quest to find the lair of the last dragon.
Now this
Right.
is relevant to my interest, and all this flavor text is wonderful. But just let me ask you: is that lair rumored to be in this locale?
It is, in fact, and treasure hunters and fortune hunters and historians and such have been searching for it for these long
Don't
thousands.
give me no jibber jabber.
Oh,
is
yes.
it supposed to be around here?
Yes, sir, it is.
If we defeated the dragon, do you think we would become famous?
And rich.
I suppose if you defeated a dragon, you'd be famous and rich, but who knows? The dragon could be long dead or long gone. It was 1,000 years ago.
Perfect. Nothing guarding the treasure.
I'm for it. I want to fight it.
I'll do what my friends want to do. I support their interests and endeavor to advance them.
Right, tiny one, you can just take its head and just tell everyone that you defeated a dragon.
That's right, if we found a dead dragon, we could just take it back to town.
How tall are the trees around here?
Too tall for me.
They're, tree height.
That is not an answer. By definition, all trees are tree height.
Yeah. The trees are,
Full-grown forest trees.
Yeah, this is a pretty thick forest.
Does anybody have any particular aptitude with climbing? Maybe get up above the tree line and see if there's a good vantage point.
I'm buff and
I
tough.
have a good strength to weight ratio because I'm very small.
Well,
I'm pretty nimble myself, though a bit heavier.
you want to try, you look around and you see right by you, about 20 feet away, is an extremely tall tree, one of the highest, clearly, from what you can see around you. You want to try and climb that thing to the top and take a look around?
Both in character and out of character. The answer to climbing trees is always yes.
We have a backpack full of useful gear, so is there a rope or a hook or something that might help them do it?
That sounds like exactly the kind of thing
I would love rope for an assist die or something.
You know what? I think that actually sounds pretty reasonable.
How many am I rolling?
You'll have to roll 3 because you have the rope, so that means you're prepared for this, right?
Dope.
And,
Thanks for rope.
And
I
we'll say
believe in you.
This is
Rope
within
is
your normal physical, right?
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Rope, rope, rope. Climb, climb, climb. Tree fills me with glee.
So you.
There's your verse.
You were.
Oh,
We're getting
I
ready.
am spitting fire like your hands.
You are at the top of a very tall tree, and you look around. It is very dark out right now. Why don't we have you do a perception roll?
This will go well.
That is a miracles roll, which means you
Yes,
want
it
to roll
would
over
be.
your number, and you can roll 2 for this.
Could I assist by shooting fire into the air to illuminate the area?
You
Would that help?
can sure try. Why don't you roll 3 for that, since
Let's
shooting
see.
fire is your thing.
Hopefully don't burn you alive. Sorry, who's the master? And do it.
No.
Thank you. I want over, right?
Yeah.
That's all.
Whoa.
3 successes.
3 successes. Wait, what's your number? It's
3.
Oh, 3. Okay, yeah, okay.
But I went over.
Yep,
right?
but you went over. Yep.
Right.
So 3 successes. So yeah, just a jet of fire shoots into the air and turns night into day. And
This forest is lit.
now you
I
roll
hope
for
that
your
last
perception.
sucker dragon sees it too.
Ha!
Your phrase.
So miracles, you want to roll over your number.
By Graftar's hammer, I suck real hard.
Wow.
Now
yeah.
maybe reroll.
Do you want to use a reroll or yeah? Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's.
Thank you, Piano Cookie. Let's see if I can salvage this. Ha! No. Sorry, Grafthar.
Maybe the
You
dragon.
got more rerolls, or you got table rerolls, or just want to? You're just.
I'm going to roll one more time and then take the L.
But it's maybe the dragon will locate us. But we still need to find the treasure.
Come on out, you sissy dragon. I could take it.
Wow.
We'll hit up the
treasure.
dragon with smoke signals.
Okay.
Hey, dragon, you
I've
up?
disappointed you. I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart. I will try to do you proud in battle, as I could not do you proud in looking for actual physical objects with my eyeballs.
And they say good conversation partners are hard to find.
Perhaps it is I who was the last
yeah.
dragon this entire time.
Despite the fact that it is basically as
got
bright
the
as
gold.
day out, you don't see really anything. You just see the tops of trees.
You're too dazzling. I couldn't see anything.
I've been known to have that effect on people.
Right, can I put my
Wow.
ear to the ground, see if I hear anything?
You sure can. That is because you're a ranger, right? So wait.
My
no,
body's
Yeah.
a ranger,
No, your body's a ranger. You.
but I've got dwarven.
Oh, you had dwarven
Senses.
senses. Yeah, dwarven senses. That's a thing, I think. So.
They're
Yeah.
one with the earth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I buy that. Sure. So why don't we say that
There's
you
lots of echoes
you
and
roll
mountains.
2. You can roll 2 for that.
Right.
Dwarves should be able
Or
to find
over or
mountains.
under?
This is
Is it miracle?
miracle roll
Or
because it's
physical?
perception. So you are trying to roll over your number,
Right.
which is 4.
You can do it.
Hey, 2 successes.
2 successes. Even though you didn't use your catchphrase, we will let that count.
Right, sorry, my little chin hair on my grandmother.
Well done.
I sense you with my tiny ear.
So, yeah.
Beard vibrations.
Strangely human ear.
Beard vibrations.
Oh, beard vibrations.
I don't have a beard anymore. I put my hair
You have a beard in
over
here.
my face.
Right, yeah.
And then I lightly
The beard
touch
was in
the
you all along.
ground.
Exactly.
What do I sense?
Okay,
It's your inner beard.
your beard starts picking up the vibrations of what you think is like maybe flowing liquid, as if maybe right beneath your feet, there's some sort of underground river, maybe.
Of ale?
Hopefully.
Possibly.
Now we know which planet here
Ale
has water
totally grows
powers.
in the ground.
So yeah, do you?
Start digging.
I would like to start digging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start digging.
Straight down.
So you start digging, and I'm not even gonna make you roll for it because digging is easy. And
I can soften up the dirt.
Yeah, and everybody kicks in, and even the knights are helping out, and everybody starts looking for the underground river. And yeah,
I appreciate you,
eventually
Nancy.
you bust through.
Not you, romancy.
And you can see down into a cavern, and Dave's fire, Shogun's fire, which is still lighting up in the sky, shines down into the cavern, and you can see down there, there is what appears to be, it's you can see some sort of moving, flowing, viscous something or other.
A river of goo.
Would
Death to the goo overlords. I jump in, ready to go.
It's true. It could be nothing but gelatinous cube down there. Would you all like to know if this unidentified liquid is flammable?
I support my friend and jump after
We all need
without
to get
actually
really angry
using
about
good
it and make
sense.
it attack
You
New
go
York
in?
City.
You all
My
really
friend
leap
jumped
into the
in.
river of goo?
So I did too.
Yeah.
All right, the two of you are in.
Yeah, I'm in.
I make
Okay.
good life choices.
I'm not
Super
going,
in.
I'm
In
not
first.
going to ignite the goo if they're in it.
I am
You do
down
whatever
to
you like.
clown.
You two plummet.
I support you.
You fall about 20 feet, and then there's sort of like a splash, but it's almost more like a plop, and you sort of find yourself in this gelatinous goo.
Well, this is
Are you setting it on fire?
Yes, but not on them.
No. Oh my god.
I mean, around them.
Okay. Right, I'm jumping in too.
I fell into a ring of fire.
You
it
also just
burns.
and drop right in,
Jumping
and-
right into those gooey bodies.
Burns.
but you're on top still. Okay, so roll a miracle.
Around.
What are you
Don't murder
trying to
us.
do? You're trying to just put a fire ring around
I'm
them?
basically like trying to like carve a circle around them so that if it's not just like a mountain of goo that can engulf them, it's like maybe they'll
Okay.
Like a wall of fire.
right.
What I will say, so far they've just plopped into the goo. The goo doesn't seem to, react or do
it's not,
the
it's
goo
not battle
moving?
goo yet.
It's just.
Isn't it flowing?
what does
It's
the
very
do?
slowly flowing, but it's not like it didn't specifically react to your presence or anything. Like, it didn't come alive. Or,
Oh, if they're not in trouble yet, I won't set the goo on
yeah,
fire.
they're not in trouble. They are just sort of
Slowly.
slowly flowing
We're
along
slowly
with the goo current.
floating.
We'll
We'll
keep
get
working
there,
on it
maybe.
till we get in trouble. Sorry, we're not yet.
I tell the knights, tie a rope, because we're going to find our way back here and we're going to climb out of this hole. And then I jump in. I'm like,
What?
do not abandon this hole.
That's an excellent idea, sir. And they tie a rope around. They're like, we'll guard the hole.
It's gonna get your newly dry cleaned clothes dirty, but it's fun.
I go too.
All right, you jump down into the goo, and the four of you are now swimming
This
through
is the
this
most
river of
Pleasant
goo.
feeling I've ever had.
It's actually quite pleasant.
Ow. There's a wall over there. Don't touch it.
And while you're floating along, you're right. It's like it's just a cavern, and the cavern just it's very indistinct, and it seems to go for a while, and then you start hearing footsteps behind you, sort of sloshy almost, and you turn, and out of the darkness you can see 4 gelatinous cubes running along the surface of the goo right towards
Oh my god, they
you.
have legs! The cubes have legs!
Lightning.
Lightning. You all right? Sure. You
We're
are.
all connected.
This is what you were an expert at. So throw 3.
We don't know about the conductive properties of goo.
We're about to find out. Yeah.
Yep. Discovery requires
This is
experimentation.
the muscles team.
I learned that from Hydra.
Also, who was the master?
Show
enough.
over my number, right? 2
Yeah,
successes.
2 successes. Your number is 3.
3,
Okay.
yeah.
Nobody has gotten the double.
No.
inside
Nobody has
roll
really
yet.
even rolled their number at all.
Yeah, that's
Again,
really
we're
powerful.
very
Just not the double.
insightful.
Yeah, I got it, but
like-
not the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Last
wow,
week
that
it
turned
was
out to be insane.
Seriously.
Ironic.
I told you I have precognition.
Yeah, really, you do. What?
It feels familiar somehow.
And you have not told them what you saw when you actually did have your precognition.
I'm not me anymore, so I wouldn't know
I haven't
that.
told them a thing.
Right, you were you when you were you. So yeah.
Although to be perfectly honest, I can't remember what it
So
was.
yeah, absolutely. You 2 successes. You just see one of those gelatinous cubes just shoot back, disappear. You can hear it squish and dissolve in the darkness. 3 gelatinous cubes are running along the surface of the water at you, sort of rolling cubes.
Take me out to the ball game.
I want to throw them.
I can you be the baseball? I was going to use the bat.
All right,
Okay.
roll 3 for that.
We have to save it for important times. I've decided. 3. Also, I don't know if you could lift me up. This goo is pretty much up to my chest.
It's pretty
That's
much
a muscles roll. You want to roll
Yeah,
under
that's-
your number. 2 successes. Yeah.
And because they're on there and the goo is up to here, I probably got all the way up to the shins.
Yeah.
And that hurts if you've ever knocked your shins on like a drawer or something.
Or, you know, a hammer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that gelatinous cube grabs its cubic shins and just in pain just howls and disappears into the darkness, leaving you with facing 2 cubes.
You should have been a platonic solid without shins. There were several options.
And
How exactly does a creature without a mouth
They
howl?
didn't want their body parts being demolished. They shouldn't have gooed them.
now, before either of you can react, one of the gelatinous cubes shoots what looks like some sort of hook on a rope at you. Why don't you roll? Yeah, we'll say Gina. Sorry, whoever you are right
Piggy.
now.
Peggy.
I'm
Peggy.
Piggy.
Piggy, we will say that.
But you're not a friend, so you must call me the second Prince Sir Pig Doomstrike.
Oh, I can't remember all that stuff. Okay,
Doomstrike.
Prince Doomstrike. Prince Doomstrike, yeah, you make a muscles roll, roll 2 to avoid this hook that is flying very slowly through the air at you. Don't forget your catchphrase, sorry, your oath.
I did forget that. Sorry.
By the chin hair of my grandmother, I think the hook gets me.
No, you need under, right?
Oh, is it under?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well, it's
Deftness.
muscles you want to roll under. Yeah.
Dexterity.
Yeah, no, you're good. 2
Oh.
successes.
Okay,
Then my grandmother's chin hair is quite proud of me.
yeah, that hook goes right by, totally misses you,
Shins.
and just
I want
falls to the
to
ground.
grab the hook and try and pull
If
the
you-
cube to us.
okay.
If you manifested eyeballs, you could have hit me.
Roll 2.
Go
All
for
shall
the
love me in despair.
eyes.
Oh, that's
a
not
muscles
as
roll.
good.
The
So you wanna
emphasis
roll
on
under?
despair.
1 on my number.
1 on your number. So that is a success.
You know what?
But is success at cost? What at your
Yeah,
number
no,
you
no,
want to
no.
roll?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's fine.
Muscles, you want to roll under your number. Your number was
5.
5. Yeah. Okay. So that's 1 success. So yeah, you pull that thing towards you, but you pull it so hard that it goes flying into Shogun, and now
I'm never gonna get this out of my head.
Sorry.
you've got like gelatinous cube all over him. So that
It's good
takes
look, though.
that
Shines
takes
up your
care of
head.
3 of them.
Just let your soul glow.
There's 1 gelatinous cube left.
It's like I should bottle this stuff and
Who's
sell
it
it.
near?
Pop. The gelatinous cube is hovering equidistantly between the 4 of you.
I would like to pop.
It's
Wait, hold
trying
on.
to
Like
decide who to
6
attack.
times
It looks a
and
little,
squish.
it's a
Hang on
little
a second.
paralyzed with indecision.
Maybe we should find out if it knows something. Clearly, it is intelligent of some sort.
That is definitely something that with my impulse control, I would not do.
You're swinging?
Yes.
You have to be who you are in this world.
Roll
Remember your
3.
phrase.
Mostly. Sometimes you're someone else.
Roll
By
3.
Graftar's hammer,
Yeah.
I have 4 impulse control.
The oath makes it all official, right?
Yes. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
3 successes?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you kill the hell out of that thing. And not only do you kill it, but you very quickly look down at the rope that it was holding the other end of and realize that that rope is one of the ropes that comes from your own adventuring packs. You think it might actually be Shogun's.
Those jive knights didn't do the job of guarding the hole.
Did they clone your rope?
I think they took it, or the knights were in league with them the entire time. I think we should destroy them just to be sure.
They played rope-a-dope with us.
Well, I'm no dope.
I think you're
Say
pretty
no to
dope.
drugs.
You do.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Is there any other sign that my knights might be involved? Bits of metal or armor or...
Why don't you make a miracles roll, since that's perception? So you want to roll over your number,
Uno or dos?
which is 3. Roll 2.
Well, it's one either way. I'm like, one way or another, one success.
That's a success at cost. So what I will say is, you look at the rope and you see, there are traces of little bits of metal on the rope that look like they match up with the kind of armor that the knights
Maybe
were
blood on the
before.
rope.
No, there's no blood on the rope. There's just it's just coated in goo.
So not necessarily any indication of, was it cut or was it just like thrown in? I guess what I'm trying to get at is, did the knights sell us out or did the knights get eaten? Any indicator of that?
You cannot tell entirely, but you don't see any blood.
Right.
You do see metal,
Right.
so it was clearly the rope that the knights were holding when you left them with it.
Right.
And you succeeded at cost, so you cut yourself on the rope, and it's one of those really annoying cuts that like stings, and you just kind of.
I'm getting goo in my cuts.
You sweat into it a little, it kind of burns. And it's just like one of those.
That can't
Yeah.
be good.
It's a minor cost, but it's the little things.
It's
Wipe it
getting
off
in
on
my
your
rest,
sleeves.
getting in
Wipe it
my
off on your
raccoon
sleeves.
wounds. Yeah.
I can pour some healing potion on it.
No.
Or some Windex. I hear that helps for everything.
Oh, save it for
So
great
the
apparel.
current continues to carry you very slowly. And,
It's not going back anyway.
Wait, it's current flavored?
um,
It's a current?
It's not.
I'm trying to
Yes.
clarify.
wow, with the puns, people. Yeah, no, it could
Did
be
you make
current.
a pun?
Currently, yeah.
We brought a specialist.
That's clever.
This is what you paid for, folks.
Yes.
I like this treatment. I think I want to be carried everywhere from now on.
Yeah, I think there might be a market for this delightful hair care product when I get back to my homeland.
We'll make a fortune.
Maybe we just need to piece out of here. Just start selling this stuff. This might be the treasure we've been looking for the entire time.
We need something to cement our names in the annals of history. We need to go down forever. We need to be greater than hair care products. We need to be dragon slaying hair care product owners.
Then people will like me. Like me.
I already like you. Like a lot.
Aw. And you continue to flow down the river of goo.
However, this is growing tiresome, so I just start erupting flames in all directions just to look if I can see something.
Propel
Okay.
us
Like,
down.
I can, like
hold on
rocket,
to us
yeah.
and propel us.
But I mean, like ahead, behind, just trying to illuminate this cavern
Yeah,
to like
absolutely.
see
Why
something.
don't you make a miracles roll? Roll 2 die.
Oh, who's master? And one of my
Sure.
one of my number.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 1 success. Well, that's a success at cost. So what I'll say is that you burn off Gertrude's hair.
Oh no!
You look better.
My lustrous mane.
Look at what you've done.
It's an improvement, trust me. And apparently this goo has miraculous hair care properties.
And hopefully that works. It does work, and as that burst of flame goes out, you see that you are coming to the end of the river, and up on the shore, it's like the rocky embankment where the river ends. There is the opening of a cave, and on either side it is flanked by two giant statues that are just cubes.
Statues.
Statues.
Statue cubes?
Cubes?
We'll
Right.
workshop it.
Keeping you forever.
We'll workshop it, yes. Two giant statues of cubes. Cubes, goose cubes, whatever you want to, what you will.
How tall?
They are each about 20 feet high, shaped like cubes.
This appeals to me on a visceral level.
Me too.
I go to
between them?
investigate their bonkability.
There's a cave between them.
A cave of wonders, like I wonder if I can bonk them.
I mean,
Right, I take that flask and I chuck it in between them.
Into the cave?
The empty flask.
Yeah.
Not any one that still has liquid.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know, I'm seeing if it provokes the
see if
statue.
they eat the flask. Yeah, right.
They could be like a sphinx scenario or something. I don't want to get blasted
Could
by
be a
more
real never-ending story right here.
All right, well,
and I want this story to
It's
end.
the goo of sadness.
why
Oh
don't you
no.
roll?
Atreyu.
You're just throwing it, you're trying to throw it
Just
between the
chucking
two.
it.
That's like a dexterity thing, so roll muscles and
Yep.
roll 2.
And this is over or under?
Muscles you want to roll under. Don't forget your oath.
Oh, by the chin of my chin hair of my grandmother.
Close enough. And what happens?
That's a 2 successes and 1 of my own, but it doesn't matter because it's not 2.
Okay, 2 successes though. That flask goes flying very neatly between the two statues into the cave and just bonks on the floor and nothing happens.
It's totally safe. I'm running for it.
I heard the word bonk. That's my jam.
All right, you
The
two.
goo was less of my jam, although I love blackcurrant.
Although the goo may have in fact been jam, we didn't check.
I don't think we were in too much of a jam.
You could always
We
give
managed
yourself
to
a lick.
preserve ourselves quite well. Everyone was jelly of our
I'll
success.
screw myself properly later. Yes, right. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just
You really
no,
spread it
my
on
body
that one.
explodes.
True.
So, are all of you tearing down the cave or just the two of them?
I'm coming down.
They never go alone.
I'm coming.
Yeah, right.
All right, well, you tear into the cave and the 2 stone statues do not move.
That's right, suckers.
But as you are walking, you start to notice these carvings along the side of the cave walls. And what you see in the carvings are a weird, mysterious language that none of you feel like you understand, and lots of pictures of cubes doing stuff, pulling rocks, sailing down rafts on rivers, sort of in primitive hieroglyphic style, but you can sort of tell what the pictures are meant to be.
We will put an end to their platonic-based, non-central nervous system having shenanigans.
We'll bring some Aristotle to this platonic bitch. There's some Nicomachean ethics for you.
Wow, we are going deep cut tonight.
We are diamonds with
Just
many facets.
Wait for the poem part of this.
Oh my God,
Seems
I
only
forgot about the
necessary to
poem.
word it.
Oh, we haven't forgotten about the poems.
We
All of-
haven't.
No, we've
You guys
all
have?
got.
We've
We've
all
all got.
got
big-
them.
No, we got
Writing like
things.
anything.
God.
No, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready.
Good, I got
Last
here's a piece
verse.
of paper.
We're all gonna have different meter. I'm excited.
Definitely.
Yeah, variety is the
Absolutely.
spice of poetry.
As my friends are running ahead,
he
I
does it
just
now.
open up the fire because I'm just trying for illumination, just like over them.
Yeah, okay.
Like what are we running?
Right?
At least we can see what we're running towards.
I mean, yeah, you can. I won't even make you roll for that.
open
It's,
up
it's
the
illuminated
fire.
enough, and as you walk, the hieroglyphics continue.
What I do.
Cubroglyphics, whatever you want to call them. And
We're like rabbit history.
yeah, and you can sort of just. I mean, does anybody want to roll to see if they can figure them out, read them?
I'm not a scholar, but
I
I.
got
Oh, I got my
fire.
number right on. Actually, I got right on my
I'm
number.
a noble. I've been trained.
Yeah. I've traveled far and wide. Perhaps I heard
So,
something.
did you succeed?
I did on my number.
You succeeded.
I got my number as well.
Her number as well. Yeah.
You got 2 of your numbers?
No,
Me
I'm
and
only.
despair.
We're only rolling one, right?
that was just sitting there. That's why you saw 2.
No.
So, how many successes is that? 2?
1 each.
1 each.
Right. How many dice were we rolling?
Well, you each just rolled 1. I
Right.
had not designated it yet, but let's call that. It was a miracles task because your perception. But none of you are translators, and you're not prepared to do this because these are
Nope.
ancient hieroglyphics no one's ever seen. So we'll say 1.
Right.
But 2 of you succeeded. So what I'll say is that 1 gives you enough. Between the 2 of you, you study the hieroglyphics on the walls as you walk down the hallway, and you get the feeling that these were not all written at the same time. You can tell sort of from the age of the rock, the evolving style of the hieroglyphics, that these have been carved over the course of, say, hundreds of years, progressively, starting, the further you walk, the more ancient they get. The ones at the opening of the cave were younger, and now the further and further you go, they seem to go back in time.
If I smash them, they might turn into an alphabet that makes more sense to us.
This means nothing to me.
Speaking of alphabet, by the way,
there's no need to destroy it. It could be valuable.
Those two cubes are lovers.
Yes,
Recognize that position.
speaking of alphabet, our next tier, if we
Where I
get there,
come
is we will,
from, that is called
we will
being
do the
stacked.
alphabet speaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next, how close are we to the next tier?
I think we're close. We're $25 ago.
$25 away
$25
from doing
from-
something horrible to one of us.
Yes, more
To
horrible.
all of us, I
I'll
believe.
speak.
Sure.
Is it all of us?
It can be all of us.
Oh yeah,
We're
no,
near the
everybody
end.
has to
can be
do
all
it.
of
Yeah,
us,
it
right.
goes around the table.
Oh, so A sends a B sends a C sends a D sends. Oh, yeah, you gotta do
No,
that. Dinner.
there's no decency over here. I'm a garbage person. We are all of us in the gutter, but some
Everyone
of us
is a
are
garbage
looking at the
person.
stars.
So yeah, what are you doing? You're walking. The 2 of you have figured out that these hieroglyphics have
Related.
accumulated
They're
over the
getting
course of
older.
hundreds of years.
Yep.
If he's walking, then by necessity, to keep up, I am running.
I'll put her
And then
back
I
on the
am
shoulder.
Thanks for the lift,
Yep,
buddy.
exactly.
I'm also running. None of this means anything to me. I don't care.
All right.
Nope.
What is this, words?
Yeah, you keep going.
Pictures. Quite boring, actually.
Yeah, you.
Though some of them are filthy.
But see, they do lack in substance and subtext. Yeah, it's very predictable and obvious, their hieroglyphic tale. Blah, 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 explored the world, built civilization, we're cubes, whatever.
Well, as you're
Exact
As you're
translation,
chatting-
actually.
As you're chatting, you come to a fork in the road. A tunnel goes left and a tunnel goes right. But otherwise, they look totally identical to you.
Do the hieroglyphics go down one and not the other?
No, the hieroglyphics go down both.
You know, since we are going Aristotelian on this bitch, Aristotle once told a tale of a donkey who had 2 identical bales of hay, and if the donkey had to make a rational basis for its choice of which bale of hay to prefer, it would starve. Sometimes you make an arbitrary choice based on no evidence whatsoever. And I start going left.
See, we're not
Left
just
is-
all bad puns.
left
We
is the
teach you
direction
about
of all evil.
Aristotle.
Learning.
But as we go to the left, I would like to point out that Plato established that this cave might be an elaborate illusion to mislead us into what knowledge we believe we possess.
Only if you
thought this
set
was a
off flames
stupid
so that we see our shadows on the wall and think about what they are.
I turned my hands on.
Plato!
I'm like, are we the truth or it's these illusions on the wall, the actual reality?
I start scrambling at your shoulder to try to go outside into the light, knowing that it will have consequences for my social group when I return and try to tell them of what I have truly seen instead of
Because we
shouting.
will be, but then we will be honor bound to slay you for your heresy. No, my small friend, stay with me for now. It is not now time for us to have any knowledge of the good.
It got very real.
Yeah.
Actually,
And we go left.
didn't get real.
We are still in the illusion.
Yeah.
It's true. Which is very meta because it is a game of people who are not themselves.
And you thought it was just going to be all stupid puns all night. But no,
There you
we're
go.
going deep on
There you
this
go.
bitch.
Drop some
All right,
philosophy.
no,
You're welcome.
Yeah, so which way are you going?
Left.
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 I was going to say left is the direction of all evil, but an arbitrary
That's
eating
where the
Aristotelian
sinister
donkey.
people will be.
We're trying to find a dragon. If there's anything that's a dragon, it's evil.
Left.
All right, so you head down the left tunnel.
Although before we go left, I just shoot a lightning bolt down the right corner just to see if something happens. Just like, just to see if I angry up anything down that tunnel.
Roll 3 die.
Yeah.
That's a miracles roll, so it's over.
Sure enough.
1 success.
Oh, not
success.
indeed.
A lightning bolt shoots down the tunnel, and you can sort of hear it like connect with a distant wall somewhere, but you don't hear anything else.
No horrific screeching. No ceiling panels falling. No,
It just seems to sizzle out against the wall or whatever.
The air now smells slightly ionized.
I'm satisfied with the results of this attempt at gaining information. Left it is.
So you head down the left tunnel.
This one time with
Yes.
these 3 elves. Brings me back.
Ionized
Ionized
elves.
ale with elves? That's a lot of friction.
Hey, thank you.
I did.
Oh, hey, thank you.
You should try it sometime.
Thank you for the bits,
Ionize
Ingram
the
and
heck
WC,
out of
please.
them.
You might need some gelatinous cube.
It doesn't sound very positive.
That was a but I'm gonna say you got it. I'm gonna say you got it on the way down.
I got there.
You got there.
Jeff,
Yes.
great.
Noah, and
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
So wonderful.
Where does that put us? Are we?
We're $22.55 away from the next.
Okay, 22.50.
We don't have a lot of time left,
22.50 away
folks.
from Alphabet. Yeah, we got
22.50 if you want to see something awful happen to us. All right, run.
Absolutely.
15 minutes of Alphabet speak.
Run,
Yeah,
run,
we
run.
can still do it.
Yes.
So yeah, you go down the left tunnel. You go down the left tunnel, and the left tunnel is very short, and it comes to the end, and it is a basically empty chamber. And there, at the end of the chamber, are 3 treasure chests.
Right, I charge.
Hey,
Yeah.
thank you, Kay.
I'm in for the
Charging.
second one.
You want the one in the middle?
Yeah.
You want which one?
All of them.
Aristotle said nothing about 3 bales of hay.
Right? Whichever one I get to
Philosophy
first.
is a living
right.
thing that is constantly
Let's say
evolving.
you get to the first one, you get to the middle one. And
There are more things in this world, dear Shogun, than are in your life.
So who goes first?
Can we give the third one to the goat?
I wait. I wait in case something awful happens.
You can try giving the third one to the goat.
The third
Put
one is
goat-
for you, goat friend.
Okay. So, yeah, who wants to open their chest first?
The goat finds the claymore.
Okay, you open your chest first, and inside the chest, you find
Death.
amulet. It is a silver circle that has, let's say, an emerald in the middle.
Right, I bite it to see if it's real.
It is real. You can feel that with your teeth.
You can taste the quality.
Yes.
You want to open the next chest?
Absolutely.
All right, you open the next chest, and the next chest suddenly jumps to life at you with roaring teeth.
Yes!
You recognize it. It's a mimic.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, and it's a fast one, and it is on you, Max. Like, because you tried to open it, you were right in its jaws. So
Headbutted in the tongue, right?
I'm pretty sure they've got this.
why don't you make a muscles roll? Roll 1 die to see if you can see how you do here with an attack.
Hit it in the chest.
All shall love me in despair. Yeah.
Yup.
I did. I
You
rolled
did
way
the
below.
thing.
Way below.
Yeah.
All right. It sort of chomps you, and it hurts your back, but you pull away from it, and you get back, and the mimic is now hopping around, and it's looking for somebody to attack. It's kind of like an angry dog.
Right. I throw the necklace on. Do I get cursed? Just asking.
No, you're good.
Right.
You
Hey,
turn
thank
into
you,
a mimic,
Ronald.
curses.
Oh.
You put it on,
right.
and nothing happens.
I kick it with a flaming kick.
Okay. Flaming kick. Okay, I like
yes.
that.
Wooden mimics are vulnerable to fire. It's like Pokemon.
Roll 3 for that.
Who's the master?
Show
enough.
Show enough.
I need low? Because it's a
you are doing
physical
a-
thing? I mean, well, you tell me.
We'll call this miracle since you're using your firepower. So you want to roll over your number, which is a
Then two.
3. So
Two
you got
successes.
2 successes. Yeah. Yeah. So you kick it, and the mimic screeches in pain. And it's not finished, but it is certainly slowed down. You can see it is hurt and it's limping, and it looks over at Timony now. Yeah, Timony. Yeah, see, I'm getting it. It's only took the whole game.
To be fair, we all switched around. There might be some basis for confusion.
Very slowly getting it. Yeah, and it goes after Timony. It's just charging at you, but a little slowly because it's injured and limping.
I'm gonna run around high-stepping like a screaming madman.
Oh, you're gonna run away from it. Okay.
Well, yeah, like in circles.
Sure.
Like a cartoon.
That is a muscles roll. Roll 1 since you are still injured.
Come and get me, you big box of goo! All shall love me in despair. No.
Oh, no,
You want to roll over your number?
Reroll.
That's 6,
Yeah.
right?
Reroll, yeah.
Wait, that was a muscles roll. That was a 6,
Yeah,
right?
that means you roll over
Under.
that.
Muscles
We're number
under.
Oh,
5.
under.
and-
Wait,
yeah.
sorry. Wow, you'd think I'd...
All shall love me in despair again. Oh my God, that's another 6.
Stop G-nutting.
Oh.
Maybe it's just time to
there's
get
2 more
caught.
You meant
communal
to, well, you got one of
Is
your
that
own
all right?
over there.
What?
I can also
two more
just spend
communal
mine,
ones.
yeah.
We
you've got a
haven't
healing
even
potion.
met the
That's
dragon.
true.
We still got a
We're
healing
not at
potion.
the dragon yet,
You
right?
do
Yeah,
have
I'm
a
just
healing
gonna get
potion,
caught.
right?
I'm just gonna get caught.
Right.
Come and get me. Come and get me, I dare you.
All right, yeah, well, that thing just
Okay.
jumps on your legs and starts chomping on them. And it's-
Swords out.
So now it's not moving as fast. I was trying to time it like a double Dutch rope, but now that it's on top of Timony, that's actually made locating it much easier. And I jump off of shoulder again and smash by Grapthor's hammer. I bonk you.
Sam should have to play this character on
Really
every show.
effectively. 3 bonks.
3 bonks,
You feel an
okay.
emotional connection to those legs.
I don't know why, but I connect on a profound and spiritual level
Yeah, it
with
just
those gams.
absolutely squeals in pain and it backs off of Jiminy.
Stay off, my friend.
And
Timony.
Timony,
Thank you.
and it sort of retreats into the corner. It looks like it's looking for a way to run away, but it's sort of trapped in the end of the cave with you.
Nope. I reach into my bag and I pour some liquor on my sword and I go to stab it while simultaneously lighting my sword on fire.
I can help
Wow.
with that.
Okay, why don't you roll a help die, see what happens.
I don't help at all.
You don't help at
I
all.
assumed that the mimic was still on fire.
Yeah, sure.
It's true.
Why don't you roll
wanna roll
stabbing is
Oh, I
your
went above. No, that was 2 successes. Sorry, that was 2 successes.
2 successes.
It's
Okay,
hella on
Sorry.
fire.
It's true.
so
Now,
Thank you
why
for
don't
that.
you roll 4?
Yeah.
Don't forget your catchphrase. Your
By the chin hair of my grandmother!
is that 3 successes?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, you stab the hell out of that thing. Oh my god, it
And now my sword is alight!
Put it out, put it out.
No!
No, let it
I
burn.
can see!
Let it burn.
it squeals and squeals in pain until finally the mimic just falls and it dies. And you stab that thing so well that the flaming mimic knocked over the other chest.
It
and
poops
opened
treasure.
it up.
Does it poop treasure?
And it poops treasure.
I scoop it! I scoop it!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're the one who's.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
You're underneath a dead mimic!
feel
oh,
it.
yeah.
I scoop it.
So yeah, you're scooping up the treasure. You're stuffing your pockets with dragon treasure.
What is it?
But it's gold and rubies and silver pieces. Just a whole chest full of them. So it's basically as much as you can carry.
I light
We're
a
real
cigarette.
strong. It's an entire party of muscle. We have no capacity for conversation with
good.
people, but we can carry a lot.
All right.
I'm
all right.
satisfied.
I just started yelling, hey, you jive lizard, if you're going to stop us from coming out here and robbing you blind, I suggest you do so promptly. Otherwise, this whole place is going to belong to us.
Roll miracles. Let's call that.
writhing and bleeding.
Roll 2 die. You are prepared. You're calling somebody out. This is something you
Under,
do.
correct?
Yeah, miracles. You want to roll over.
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 So
My number
no.
exactly.
You got,
no.
Okay, so that is a success at cost. Yeah, you
It shows up pissed.
you do hear. Yeah, you
talking to me?
do hear a response, but the response from behind you, you see 2 of those humanoid gelatinous cube type figures with the robes on come up from behind you, and they say, they look over you and they, why are you here?
I just step forward and I say, I'll make a deal with you. You take us to the dragon, I will let you live.
the dragon.
Old big cube or whatever, the origin of this here medallion, whoever's in charge here, take us right there now, and we won't destroy you.
And the cube looks over and at the medallion, and they turn to each other and they whisper. And then they turn back to you and they say, "Come with us." And they turn and they walk back down the tunnel.
While we're walking, I just lean
somebody
over
carry
to
me?
you on
'Cause I
my
can't
shoulder
walk.
and I'm
My
all
legs
like,
are basically
opportunity
just
may soon
ground
be
beef.
upon us.
I pick you up,
Our time will soon
throw you
come.
over the shoulder.
Like a continental soldier.
Except I'm a barbarian.
I feel like a continental soldier.
Well, yeah, you follow those gelatinous cube men, gelatinous cube people
Soft
around
egg.
up the tunnel and back down the other fork, the right fork that you did not take before.
Right?
And
The wrong way.
The road less traveled.
there was money in the other way.
Because we
right?
traveled the
right
other
way for
one.
me.
So
And yeah, it's a long road, but eventually it releases into a huge cavern, a huge underground cavern, stalactites, stalagmites, and along the ground you see in front of you something none of you have ever seen before, the skeleton of a dragon.
Am I anywhere near its skull?
You called it. It was dead.
It's maybe 30 feet away from you.
I promptly walk up to the skull and punch it and try and shatter it. Like flames, electricity.
That is valuable.
too late.
Shatter the skull.
Well, I'm just gonna say, before you even can close the distance, just 30 gelatinous cubes, just float in from the sides and just put themselves between you and the dragon.
Right, what's your business with the dragon bones?
And when can I get its skull in my mitts?
We need the dragon. Leave it, take the gold, and go.
Deal.
If the dragon's already dead, sold.
Hey, Denova! Hey!
Get it for the ABC thing. You magnificent bastard,
Thank you
Denova.
so much.
Okay.
All shall love
start?
you and despair.
I guess you start, and
Me?
yeah, we'll go around the table. I will. I guess it only applies to the four of you. No, I guess I should have to.
No, I think
wherever
we should
I
have
jump
to
in.
Sharing
also.
our
Yeah, wherever I jump
misery.
in.
there
yeah,
a-
okay.
However, sold, by the way, to the jelly people that said take the money and run. Can do. Yeah.
Here for to indicate who's got the letter.
Right.
And as you
All right, we take the deal. Gold, you keep whatever the fleshless thing over there is.
but before you may leave, you must leave the sacrifice. And he points at Piggy.
Cube, we leave no sacrifice
Points
behind.
at the medallion.
Points at the medallion.
Don't even
like-
think about it. Finders keepers.
Can you just take that off? I promise I will buy you a new one out of my personal share of the treasure.
You gotta do an E.
E.
A D. I was can.
I
yeah,
did D.
two.
I said
Oh,
don't.
I started with cube, you went to down.
I just followed the lasagna.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
that
that
thing's
didn't
useless.
get. That thing
Yeah.
is too
Right.
far.
Oh.
I said
we're just winging
don't even think about it.
Everybody knows it's worth giving up this one medallion. I will buy you a new one. I promise you.
Forget the medallion. It's the dragon we need.
Go now.
Go find. Oh,
Take your gold, but leave our sacrifice.
I wouldn't dare. That dragon's what I need. I need to become famous and amazing and beautiful and beloved and famous. 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 I'll kill every cube in this joint.
Was that I? Wait,
It was an H.
H. Okay,
Is any one of
I think
them
you're
clearly
pretty
like?
amazing and beautiful already.
just take the gold and go. But leave the sacrifice.
Kill them all.
Is any one of them like clearly more important than the other, or speaking more than the other?
Well, one of them is doing all the talking. Yay, and we got the sound effect for something.
But I don't know what happened.
That's a carrier penguin.
Oh, that's a carrot. Okay.
I believe this time. There's one that is doing all the talking.
What letter
Are you prepared?
L?
L?
No, we didn't.
Well.
Let's pick up an L.
You said kill them all. I don't think we got L.
Yeah. So.
I just yell, "Let's go!" in fastball special Sam at the one that's talking.
And the talking gelatinous cube goes, my God, this is scary. And they steel themselves to fight.
Two successes on my fastball special.
Two successes on your fastball.
No victory for you today!
You can roll 4.
Yep. With little flames, to add extra effect.
Sure. Fiery fastball special. I like it.
Worth it.
Yes.
You
I
lit
feel
them on
validated in
fire?
my life choices.
For effect. Thrust. Thrust. I'm a specialist.
So that was
I can-
3 successes? 4 successes.
Oh my God, so many successes! Pay for what you've done!
Yeah,
we're not
you
even clear on for the record.
absolutely
Pay
just-
for what you've done indeed.
You hit that gelatinous cube into the gelatinous cube behind him, who hits all the subsequent gelatinous cubes like dominoes, and they all go flying backwards and hit the wall, and some of them just sort of pop right there.
Hell surprise.
And you cut their numbers in half immediately from like 30 to 15 just with that one incredible swing.
We really are murder hobos.
But
I'm a murder homo. It's pretty close.
But are you a homeless murder homo?
Decline to state.
all right, murder hobos.
You're on R.
What?
You're on R.
R. We're on R.
Rawr.
Okay. Racing towards you are 2 of the other gelatinous cubes. They are coming at Timony.
Save me, my legs are crap. And I'm gonna try and swing from the ground, even though. Or am I still on your shoulder?
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna swing from her shoulders.
Try rolling 2 die.
Tonight we're dying on jelly!
All shall love me in despair. 1 success. No, 2. I'm a 5. 1 my number and 1 success.
All right, that is a solid victory, and you splat one of the jelly guys. You are down to 14 jelly guys, or
Up
gelatinous cubes.
yours, jelly boys.
I turned myself back around because I whipped around so you can smack them and turn back. I take the liquor from my bag again. I drink it and I go and try to hit as many in a line as I can.
Okay, roll
Unlimited power.
3 for that.
Right.
Sure. That's,
You got a thing with this magic.
that's a muscles
Very
roll.
impressive.
Right?
Oh, what are we up to?
That was you, unlimited. I
was
just said unlimited power.
Unlimited.
so-
Okay.
Very impressive, and we have a very,
Very
impressive.
Very.
Impressive.
So
Very impressive.
W now.
Excellent.
Welcome to the Fire Doom Dungeon.
And then the gelatinous cube goes, xylophone music is my favorite thing. Please let me get home to my gelatinous cube wife and children who will play me xylophone.
0 chance of that. Oh well. Let's roll.
Or do we start over with
Absolutely.
by the chain of my chain hair of my grandmother?
Now that's a callback.
Cool.
Yep.
I rolled all 4. I don't know if that was what I was doing.
You were.
It seemed spectacular, so I did it.
It's a muscles roll. We'll call that. You got to roll under your number. So that what was your number? You are 4. Mm-hmm. So 1,
So
2,
2 successes.
2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah. Okay. So that absolutely works. And you
Right,
were.
wait.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I re-roll one of these to see if I get under again and see if this is a more spectacular roll?
If not now, win.
Do it.
Right?
Clearly.
Yep.
How many more do I hit?
Okay. You describe to me what happens.
How many do I hit?
3.
Right. They're in front of me, right by the head of the dragon's skull. And I just do a whip around and a light dusting of fire engulfs them and they melt to the ground.
What a world, what a world, what a world.
Give yourself over to the power.
So you are down to 10.
I already gave. It's time to receive.
Jay.
What?
Oh, right, I forgot about the thing.
Yeah, what are we on? What are we
No,
at?
I have no idea.
What are we up
That
to?
It
was
was
actually
B
where
when
we
she
are,
rolled.
because you said G.
G?
And then there was ostensibly an H, but that didn't happen. But I sounds cool right now.
I will pick it up right there by saying suddenly the cubes seem to focus very, very heavily on you, Piggy.
Just keep your mitts off my chest.
Keep the emerald away from them.
And yeah, the first cube
Keep the
just
emerald
comes
away from them.
shooting straight towards you. Roll a muscles roll to see if you can get out of the way faster.
Leave me alone!
Anybody
How
want
many
to try
am
and
I
help?
rolling?
I'll help.
You can roll.
Leave me
no.
alone.
You can roll.
I'm
You can roll
on,
one.
You're there, yeah. So
Yeah.
You.
But you're trying to help.
assisting, yeah.
Okay, so you can roll 1 to assist.
Oh,
It's a
shall
muscles
love me in
roll.
despair. Got my number. Yeah.
Yep.
Success.
How
All
many
right.
am I rolling?
So you can roll 2 now.
By the chin hair of my grandmother.
We'll say he shouts a warning to you, which is how he helps out. By the chin.
They're coming.
Where?
2 successes. What letter are we up to?
You just said I. I think we're at J.
We said a lot of things in
Yeah,
between.
we got J,
Keep.
K, and L, M.
Just as that those gelatinous cubes come at you, you dive out of the way. Before you can even get up, 2 more gelatinous cubes come at you, streaking at you just like the other ones.
Keep your mitts off my friend!
Swing.
And lightning.
Lightning, she gonna help?
Yep.
We're at 3 successes so
We're at 3
far.
successes already.
I'm helping.
Help out. See what happens.
1 success to help.
1 success. That's a help. Roll 1 more.
Nope.
Still
but
3
I
successes.
appreciate you.
But that is still pretty awesome.
3
successes.
bonk.
Yeah, you kill 3
Keep your
more of
mitts
those.
off my friend!
You want to describe what happens?
I swing all the way through it to bisect it. It is no longer a cube, but a rectangular prism. 2 rectangular prisms.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I hope it doesn't get on your hair. It's very shiny and nice, and I appreciate it.
May add a little shine to your hair.
I've heard it's good for your skin.
Well, the next cube goes flying by you. Let me describe this. Many cubes come near you, over you,
Past you?
past you,
Are there any under me?
under you.
It.
Yeah, and
Shouldn't have suggested it.
You might be into that though.
quickly, they
What number are we at? N?
Q.
Since we're getting towards the end here, I'm going to kill the alphabet, and I'm just going to say it grabs the necklace off of you, and it takes it and it throws it at the dragon, pulling along with it, let's say, a cut from your neck, your blood on the thing as it pulled it off of you. And the mix of your blood with the magic amulet merges. It's like suddenly there's a huge flash of light, and the dragon skeleton suddenly starts like oozing goo out of it, and it starts filling out the spaces between the bones, and bit by bit the dragon begins to rise up, jelly filling it out, and suddenly
Dragoon!
a gelatinous dragon towers over you. A gummy dragon, if you will, with different.
I will.
And it
dragonic.
sort of swipes around its head, looking at you.
Does it have a face?
I don't think it does.
Yeah, it's.
There's
I mean,
more
but
on
it's
its
not a distinct face. It's like a blurry, gelatinous face. the kind that you recognize from your vision.
It wasn't my vision, but that's good enough.
I know this dragon.
From your vision. Damn it! Yeah, you recognize the dragon from
Swapsies
your
are
vision
hard.
that was once their vision.
Yeah, I remember this.
Does it have
They
like
were you.
Does it have a heart or anything of any sort, like a chest area?
No, it's just a big skeleton. All you can see is its skeleton through the jelly.
I go to try and drive my fist through where a heart would be. Flames and everything.
Okay, so you're first. Were you were jumping?
I can go after that
Okay.
and bounce off
Go
of
for
what
it.
he's
Roll for it.
laying
Like
down.
flames.
We're gonna say you gotta score 3 hits on this thing to kill it.
idea.
That is 2 successes.
Miracles, you want to roll over 2 successes.
Yes.
So yeah, that counts as a very powerful strike
I
on the
won't
dragon.
use we'll leave the reroll.
Yeah,
Something awful might happen.
the
Probably.
electricity burns and the goo sort of sizzles and the dragon looks in pain.
I was just near my friend with the pretty hair. If you'll pardon me, I grab her shoulder and vault over her onto his shoulder, vault off of him, and jump for the face that doesn't exist.
You know what? Since they're both helping you, I'm just going to give you the 4 die for this one because the 3 is for your attack, and I'm not even going to make them roll to help.
Definitely.
They're both helping. That's good enough. So
Roll for this.
Roll 4.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Dang it.
I did.
You did. Oh, right.
4 successes.
wow.
Motherfucker.
You know what? I will just say that counts as the next 2. And do you want to describe how you kill the gelatinous dragon?
I bonk it so hard in its face that doesn't exist that it collapses down into its body, so the body no longer exists, and all the way down to its kneecaps, which are usually the highest that I can hit, until the whole thing fails at existing.
That will do it, yeah.
And I stand over its collapsing corpse as this happens, and I yell out, "Who's the master?"
And everyone goes, "Show enough!"
What is this show enough I've been hearing so much about?
He's a
Yeah.
legendary warrior of my homeland.
And the gelatinous cubes are just so sad to watch their gelatinous cube god that they only just now managed to resurrect collapse into nothingness at the attack of Gertrude.
I am your mighty god now.
Gaze upon her in despair.
And the gelatinous cubes all look at you, and then they look at each other, and they start to conference. Roll 2 die.
Meanwhile, I would like to hug the skull and roll around with it on the ground in glee
One high,
because I'm
one
so happy
One
that
high,
I
one
get
low.
to take the skull home.
All right, yeah, you're grabbing that skull, and you got a single success, which means the gelatinous cubes actually buy it, and they're like, "Let's make them our new god."
Right, I go and I pick up the necklace
And you
and I place it on you.
and the gelatinous cubes
A
make you
fine
their god.
treasure for
But it
a
would-
gorgeous creature.
Maybe the true treasure was love.
Aw.
And I would like to grab my friend around the waist and romantically hold her.
Well, Gertrude, yeah,
Right, commitment's new.
you found love,
Pregnant, run.
and you helped
I
slay
have
the
a
last
secret for you
dragon.
about this physiology. We have no idea.
And Timony, this will make you a legend.
Experimentation is vital.
And Piggy, you collected treasure. So all of you actually realized your personal goals, but because you are in this company of the new gelatinous cube god, the gelatinous cubes wrote an epic poem in your honor. So why don't we read the gelatinous cube poem, starting? We'll go around 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll go last.
Oh man, I did
Mine
not
won't
write
quite make
anything
sense if
down.
it's from the point of view of the cubes now.
They
If it's
could-
my
they could
point
write
all
of
right.
view-
your
No,
point
the
of view,
cubes
right?
just wrote it, but they wrote it from your point of view, like Homer
right.
writing about the great heroes. So
Right.
it could
Mine
still be
actually
from you.
works pretty well coming from the cubes.
Don't overthink it. Yeah.
There once was a man named Zerpig. Impregnating lasses was his full gig. He drank lots of ale. He was often in jail. Please honour him with treasure and a jig.
An epic limerick. Oh my god.
That limerick was pretty epic.
I'm trying to escape this country alive, but everything I say is spoken in jive. I'm stuck guarding a shit wagon, watching these turkeys down flagons. I'm out to find and slay the last dragon.
Ooh.
You did that! You did it!
I love it.
That's a lot of words.
I didn't write anything down. I'm fucked.
You can borrow some of
You
mine.
have
I
about
have a
20
lot.
minutes.
Exactly.
Yo, you just go real slow.
The party set out to find bandits of height, our violence provoked by near every slight. With a brave reputation defined by our might, our adventuring group ventured into the night. And through switches and swapsies, some shrank down, some grew. We bonked guards till they gave us something to do. Some set off for glory, the dwarf wanted to screw. All the women in Upton who were not made of goo. Alas, we met mostly gelatinous folk whose bodily texture resembled egg yolk. So we punched them and blasted and gave them a poke. And stole their nice daggers to be slightly less broke. As we subcontracted out in our search for a dragon, we solicited ale and received half a flagon. We fought cube after cube, and I swear I'm not bragging, we quested victorious like the brave Bilbo Baggins.
Woo!
Yeah, no pressure, Max. No pressure.
Yeah, wow.
Max is a
Well-
student of improv. So
I am.
Be the cube.
I am not.
Be the cube.
Oh, right, yeah. Let me tell you a tale of a god that we love, who came to our cave from a land up above. They stole the emerald necklace and killed our one guard, and when we teamed up on them, boy, they fought hard. They killed cube after cube, and I know I'm not lying because it looked so easy, like they weren't even trying. They brought down our dragon and crushed all its bones. One of them even took its skull home. But the other one said, I'm your god now, and each cube in its way took a long bow, and we've worshipped them since, those great planeteers. You could be one too, because saving the planet is the thing to do. Looting and polluting is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say. The power is yours.
I don't think I could possibly follow that.
All I have to say after that is that you're welcome, Internet. You're welcome.
Yeah, no, not only can I not follow that, but I will have to reveal at that point that Max's secret objective from the beginning of the game was to casually work the lyrics to the Captain Planet theme song into
Amazing.
conversation.
I got the whole thing. I got the whole thing.
Linking it up with the epic poem. Absolutely brilliant, Max.
And that is how you became legend.
And while we're celebrating...
Master level play.
And while you're celebrating the epic poem, one last carrier penguin swoops out of the sky with a message from Toa47, who says, we must honor the great ones with the song and dance of Gina's grandma.
Oh.
And we did. And we did.
We
And
did.
that carrier penguin
My
gets
grandma
now
did
to
Jake.
hang out and get drunk with everybody at the celebration. So thank you, Toa47, on behalf of the carrier penguin. Thank you for everyone who tuned in and everyone who donated. This was a really fun one.
Oh, good. My voice can go back up like an octave.
I know this.
Right.
So, real quick, let's go around the table, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at
What's your name?
Brosis. My name's Max Isaacson.
Yeah.
Now you know that. You can find me on Twitter at Brosis Movies, like brother sister Brosis, or you can find my directing work on my website at brosismovies.com.
I'm Sam Delev. I'm on Twitter at Tchaikovsky, ChaiKovsky. You can also find me on Plunders and Blunders podcasts, which come out every morning wherever fine podcasts are distributed, which I do with this one, who normally does the high-pitched, cool voice. And you can also find me on Fridays, again, with this one, Sense in a Pattern. That's because it's our friend-iversary this weekend. And also, I think contractually, I just want to do everything with
No.
She's super great. You can find me on Fridays at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Shield of Tomorrow, our Star Trek RPG on Geek and Sundry, and right after that at 7:30 p.m. on Fridays on Project Alpha. You can find me hosting an after show about Shield of Tomorrow called Behind the Shield, and it's the thing that I do now, and it's awesome! Yeah.
Are you closing, or are we going to you
I'll
next?
close.
All right. B. Dave Walters. I am at everything at B. Dave Walters. We're going to be back with Ask Your Black Geek Friend on Geek and Sundry in March. I have 2 things coming up that I can't speak of that will be amazeballs. So I will just vague book. And so you should follow me so you'll find out when the things happen.
Intriguing.
Ooh. And I'm Gina DeVivo. Just ditto everything Sam said. And also, you can find me at Pocket Gina on Twitter and most things.
You are like a Pocket Gina compared to me. Like my
I
Pocket
know,
Gina.
that's why I did it. I fit in pockets.
It's true.
Get a big ass
And
kangaroo.
you can also catch the last episode, our finale farewell tour of Minds and Crafts over on Geek and Sundry at 9:30 p.m. Wednesday. Go do it. There's going to be some glittered faces.
They
Minds
teach you
and
how to
Crafts is
make a
awesome.
Viking funeral boat, and then you burn it to say goodbye to Minds and Crafts.
Don't spoil the thing.
All shall glitter and despair.
Yeah.
And I'm Rick Budd. You can find me on Twitter at rbud913, and I will be back here next week for another Tempting Fate, where we will be playing Neon and Chrome. It's cyberpunk, and Sam will be there, and Gina will be there, and our friend Ellie Glavich from the first season of Tempting Fate will be rejoining us. And Jody Hauser, comic book writer from Spider-Man and Star Wars and all this stuff, and from Vast, our old show. And Rick Bear, our friend from behind the camera, will be coming to this side to join the crew. And that's next week. And tomorrow night on Saving Throws Uncanny Valley, which I think is at 7:30, so don't miss that. It's absolutely fantastic show. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for donating. And thank you so much for Tempting Fate with us. See you next week.
You're the real heroes.